And here we are for LMS England and LMS Pakistan. Welcome back to all the viewers. This really is a crunch tie at the top of the pool. Winner takes all for a semi-final spot. The other one's going to be coming back for a quarter-final. Welcome into the box, first 11 captain here and ex-Glamorgan pace bowler Will Owen.
Good evening, Lee. Nice to be back.
Well, yeah, we had you in the other day, Willow, and good to have you back for this crunch tie. Obviously, the weather's improved immeasurably, and it should be a really good match, this. And it looks like England are going to be opening up here with Blake van der Linde and the returning Nick Compton. Did you get to play against Nick much in your career, Willow?
Yes, a few times when he was at Somerset. Obviously a very traditional style of batsman, but obviously his quality is there to be seen for everyone. Not so long ago opening the batting for England, so it's great to see someone of that sort of calibre playing here today at Chester.
Just watching here, this could be quite an interesting turn of events here. We've not really seen much of Abdul Razak bowl. He's really been struggling with a back injury, and he's just took off his, I can't even call it a jumper, Will. It looks like some sort of cardigan.
It's obviously coming to the crunch time of the competition, and Abdul's been saving these overs for this sort of stage.
Looking how tight it really is at the top of the table, just 6 points between the two sides here. LMS England have done really well. They've got a really good net run rate. I'll be interested to see if that maybe can come into it if England can stop Pakistan winning with the bonus points as well, because their net run rate at the moment is extremely strong. We've just seen before heartbreak for Scotland. They were literally 2 feet short of knocking LMS India out of the tournament, but India go through. So let's see who finishes top of this group. So it's going to be Razak to Compton at Chester Boughton Hall.
Just back of a length there, and Compton rocks back, pushes it into the leg side for quite a comfortable 2 in the end. Yeah,
Compton was away yesterday, part of his benefit year. He's doing some stuff at Middlesex. I know he maybe enjoyed a couple of cold ones in the long room at Lords with a couple of our MCC members here, but
better length there from Razak, challenging Compton's off stump. Nicely played down the ground there.
So we're going to see from Compton here, obviously he's been really in control of his batting this week. He's just moved the ball around in the first couple of overs. Van der Linde has been up and down the order. He's always in that top 4, but they've gone with the left-hand, right-hand combination here. I think they were expecting to see Mohammed Bhatti first up, the left-arm spinner, but obviously they've gone to their franchise player Abdul Razak first up from the Ron Fleet end of the ground here at Chester. Do you think the rain will have had any effect on them maybe going to seam early on?
I think it probably would have just helped the dry surface here. Speaking to the groundsman at various points this week, it has been quite dry with the weather we've had here at Chester. So I think a little bit of moisture on the top there might just help both bat and ball.
So obviously England here will know that, you know, a win here will make their day on Sunday a lot easier, as Razak just goes past the edge of Compton there. Compton just got really squared up there. Don't know if he got done for pace there, maybe just stuck in the wicket, but certainly caused him a few problems.
A slower ball there from Razak. Interesting concept, but seemed to be effective.
But that's a really good start for LMS Pakistan there. You know, they've kept the score right down. No boundaries is key, and obviously in the power play, which means they can go to 4 fielders on one side. That's 4 fielders on the off or the leg side. It's people who don't know. Or they can stick with the 3-3. You being an opening bowler yourself, Will, in this format, would you look to use that power play?
I think obviously we spoke earlier in the week of the importance of taking early wickets in any format of cricket, but I think it's about bowling one side of the wicket and trying to defend that way, making the batsman trying to do something different, something out of their comfort zone. So certainly I would consider the sort of four on the offside and try and challenge that off stump and make them drag any ball sort of to that leg side.
Just obviously in Last Man Stands you have your own world rankings. At the moment it's making Nick Compton 20,000th, 911th in the world.
Wow, that's not very flattering, that, Lee.
It isn't, especially when he's averaging 126, a strike rate of 229. So he'll work his way forward as he plays more of the form. This is Mohammed Bhatti. He's been super impressive here. Just a little paddle here. You can see how the outfield's slowing right up with this wet weather. Just a 2 there, a little paddle. That would have raced for 4 earlier in the day before the rain.
How has Compton got about it this week, Lee? Has he looked to sort of bat the time and rotate the strike, or has he been quite destructive?
He's out of all the batsmen, he's certainly been the most, classical. As he just on cue just guides the ball beautifully down to back with a point here. He paced his innings really well. He's found the boundaries when he's needed to, worked around that 200 strike rate, and I think he learnt an awful lot. He was out on 49 on, I think, the second day, reverse paddle sweeping.
We've all been there, Lee.
I know you're a big fan of that reverse paddle, Will, and I know when it comes off, everyone loves you, and when it doesn't come off, the committee absolutely hate you. So I think Compton was in a very similar boat there, and he got a little bit of stick off his England teammates. Certainly went into the fines meetings that night, and it just meant that he couldn't come back later in the innings and didn't have that depth in the England batting lineup. So this is Mohamed Bhatti. He's been super successful this week. He got 5 wickets earlier in the week.
That's 4 runs.
So for someone who does play the sweep, the reverse sweep, what are the benefits for the people at home? Obviously Bhatti here bowling left arm around the wicket quite flat. What are the benefits to using that tactic here?
I think generally it's something that most players use to sort of manipulate the field, but I think it's become so natural now with the modern game and how often these guys sort of practice the shots, that they're as comfortable playing a sweep or a reverse sweep as they are a cover drive or the more traditional sort of on-off drive. That's just how the game's going. But certainly with the extra pace on the ball here from Bhatti, I think it's certainly value for shots as well with the short straight boundaries here. Any bat on it would run away.
Early in the week there was like a real it's a lovely shot, isn't it? He's just waited on that beautifully. Fielder's going to run round. Earlier in the week it was extremely dry here at Chester. We were playing further up the square. There was a massive amount of turn. Bhatti was able to bowl that a little bit slower. He's just bowling a little bit more into the wicket here. Have you found moving down the square at Chester it has any real effect on what's going on?
Funnily enough, I think there's a touch more bounce down the bottom of the square. Why, I'm not too sure. But that to me generally makes it quite an interesting battle between bat and ball. Certainly bowlers enjoy the extra bounce, but also batsmen do as well. So it does make for some good cricket in my opinion.
So Blake van der Linde here, he plays at the Aon team in London.
Razak in for his second as well.
Yeah, he's got the
still loose.
Yeah, the Pakistan cardie off there. I'm sure that'll be doing a roaring trade on the LMS shop. Go online, see if you want to buy your Abdul Razak cardigan. As he comes in over the wicket. That's very, very close here. Big appeal. First thoughts on that, Will?
Looked like it may be just pitching outside leg, but the batsman looked like he was playing all round that, which made it look favourable, but I think a good decision in the end.
We're just going to watch this back on the screen in front of us here. So obviously from side on it's going to be tough. We may be able to work out whether it's going over or not.
He's some way down the wicket as well there, I think, Lee. Good decision.
Good shot from Compton.
Push forward there from Compton. Good intent, minimal risk. Easy 2 runs.
See, it's funny really, I know a lot of the teams, just as we look at Ross Kaywood, the franchise owner for England, who on the first day of the week he turned up in a New Zealand shirt as he owns the franchises over there. They've been knocked out, so he's got his England top on now. So as Compton rocks back here, he's just eased into his innings so far. He's 16 off 10.
Some would say he needs to get on with it, Lee. I think the crowd is here to be entertained. Maybe he's just taking a little bit more time than usual to get himself in.
Well, I think one of these two certainly need to look to kick on here as Milton Kavanagh of the Kiwis comes past here. They'll be bitterly disappointed to be knocked out today. I think they definitely had a side that could go a lot further in the competition. But van der Linde just hasn't settled here, and Razak showing all his quality here. This is an extra strand to the Pakistan team that we certainly haven't seen so far, Will. And certainly on Sunday I expect to see Razak flying in from that top end.
Going through his variations there, just looked like he rolled his fingers down the side of the ball. Unfortunately didn't quite execute it how he maybe would have liked. but I still feel that just the intent of the England players, that could have been a ball that he could have capitalised on.
So you've obviously took the new ball or bowled very early in the innings in professional cricket with the white ball, obviously using a pink one here. We saw as that bowl a really good ball there, then follow it up with a slightly less well executed slower ball. Why go away from something that's already successful the ball before? Is there a thought process to that?
Look, I think in T20 cricket, if the ball is doing something off the wicket or in the air as a seamer, general rule would be don't change unless you really have to. But I think the modern way is to keep mixing through your variations, so batsmen can't set themselves to one ball. Bats are getting bigger, boundaries are getting shorter. So sometimes even miss hits go over the boundary for 6. So from a bowler's point of view, it's being proactive, it's going through your variations just so the batsmen can't set their feet and set themselves to strike.
Okay, so I'm excited to see this. Is one of my favourite bowls of the week. This is his left arm over, and this is the introduction from the Ronfleet end of Shahbaz Khan. Shahbaz is a typical left arm over bowler from Pakistan. He's looking to swing the ball.
Runs in nicely. Oh.
But he's dragged that one down. He's got away with it. Yeah, he has got away with it. And the intent really wasn't quite there again with the running. I'd like to see England just put a little bit more into this start of the game here. They're just ticking along at 7 runs per over. Pakistan will be extremely happy with that. If they put a wicket on this as well, it'll really feel like it's their power play. Really lovely story this about Shahbaz Khan. Shahbaz Khan up to quite recently had never actually seen a building that was 2 stories high. Well, he was from the South Punjab area, and as Compton's whipped it,
4 runs.
4 runs down towards the canal there. Shahbaz Khan was brought over as part of a project in the South Punjab area. Ali, my friend, over on the back pitch playing for the Masters at the moment. I will learn his surname as the week goes on. He's been part of a project to get local businesses to support these lads who haven't had the opportunity to play cricket, to play LMS cricket and be part of a championship, and Shahbaz was extremely successful in that. So he then went to Lahore, which is obviously a big city. You got to see some of the big buildings there and some of the cricket there. He was like taken aback in amazement, and then he's turned up here at Chester, first time out the country. It's fair to say wherever he goes, he has got pretty much every piece of Pakistan kit he has on. I saw him walking through the high street last night. He had his blazer, his hat, every piece of Pakistan clothing on, but he's extremely proud to be here, and he's done really, really well. So it just shows what a reach that this LMS cricket is, as Nick Compton gets the spare ball sent out, which he wasn't happy with there. It looked far too new. And he's just rubbed it on the ground there jokingly. As Shahbaz Khan comes in again from the city end. They're going to look for 2 here. The bowl's gone after it. Fielders didn't really look overly interested there. Razak has made it quite clear he's there to bowl. He's not going to be chasing that in to stop 2. So
it's good intent though, isn't it, Lee? It's running the first one hard and giving yourself that opportunity to come back for the second. I think certainly at this point Pakistan would be the happier of the 2 sides, but England can come into their own now in the next over or 2.
Into the wicket, it's gone up in the air. There he is.
Oh
my
no!
What has gone on there? So I'm presuming that's the sun.
That's a massive chance. Compton on probably under 10 or 50. You've got to give that a chance.
He's really struggling with the sun there. He's pulling his hat down. The keeper's trying to encourage him there. There's a few wry smiles from the England bench. They know that's a big let off. As Khan comes in again into the wicket. Blake van der Linde's just waited behind square. Chance of a 4 here.
Running away. Well fielded.
This is the thing we've seen with some of the Asian sides this week. 1 minute they see a piece of brilliance in the field, and then they seem to let themselves down. A loss in concentration or whatever. But you'd expect Razak to get under that. So I'm presuming the sun was in his eyes there. We're going to hopefully watch that back. but he's going to keep. I think he's going to bowl the whole way through here. Will.
I think that's a wise decision. Whilst he's still loose. Compton's also a massive wicket. You know, if Razak can nip Compton out here, it goes a long way in Pakistan making inroads into this England order.
Well, Compton there, when we see the replay, as soon as he hit it, he actually started to walk off. So he was convinced that the ex-Pakistan international was going to gobble that up, but he's going to come in again. Back of a length here, just whipped towards fine leg. There may be a second run here.
Good
Got
running.
a chance here.
Great running.
So the keeper there just got the wrong side of the stumps there, Will. Obviously we see Dhoni, who is a freak wicket keeper. He gets in front of the stumps. For young players at home, you know, where would you want the keeper to stand there?
I think it's kind of a difficult one, to be honest, because I think old school would say stand behind the stumps, take the ball and take the bails off. Kind of new school, the likes of sort of Keysvetter, Butler, Bairstow, always stand in front of the stumps and let the momentum of the ball carry their hands through and take the bails off. Unfortunately, I'm not much of an expert in that department, so
I may have stitched you there. Sorry.
In my opinion, I would go with the modern way and stand in front, let the momentum of the ball take you through and take the bails off.
Just seen one of Razak's slower balls there. Obviously, Razak's been a quality operator. What makes a good slower ball?
Arm speed. Arm speed's got to be exactly the same. Obviously, the ball coming out of the hand, varying in pace, but from a batsman's point of view, if the arm is still going at the same speed as sort of your stock delivery, that's where the deception sort of lies. So that's obviously something he's trying to do here. Just roll the fingers over the side of the ball with that same sort of arm speed.
So if you're watching us on Facebook Live, I'm sure some of the Indian fans will be absolutely delighted they've qualified, and they'll be here with us on Sunday for finals day. So let's hear from any of you Indian fans out there who are excited to see your boys make it to the quarter-final. Also, any of you guys that just got in from work, England fans, 4 from 4, are they going to be undefeated at the end of play today? And finally, for the Pakistan fans, they were absolutely rocked yesterday after a shock defeat to bottom of the table, the UAE. That doesn't look as bad now as Blake van der Linde crunches it through the mid-wicket area. That doesn't look as bad as obviously they beat Scotland and the UAE finished with 2 wins and fall out the tournament at this stage. But Pakistan, up to that point, look like the team to beat, and at the moment they just look like they need a wicket, Will.
England just building a bit of momentum here, Lee. You know, maybe it was all part of the master plan. Take a couple of overs, really get yourself in, get yourself set, and then bring the attack to the Pakistanis. Another nice shot, glorious shot, classic cricket at its best. Through the covers, length on it down the hill, fantastic.
So 2 balls there from Razak. Obviously, I think the England team were probably not looking to target Razak. They were looking to get his overs out the way, but in the space of 2 balls, he dropped one short. It's been pulled away, and then he's just over pitched and punched through cover. So, you know, no real risk there. And all of a sudden, you look down and LMS England are 45 for none off 5 overs.
I think also the body language of the Pakistani players, you know, they obviously knew the magnitude of that Compton wicket. It was a great chance, great opportunity that was probably missed. You know, I think it's important now that they stick to their guns and really stick in here. Like I said, still add Compton's wicket on here, maybe one other. It's still massively in the balance.
So just looking at the bowling figures so far there, Razak's bowled the 3 overs for 24, and then Batty and Khan have both gone for 10 off the first over, but Khan's causing Compton just a few problems here. Obviously he gave that chance at the end of the over. Razak couldn't get there for the catch. I think Khan looked a lot more comfortable coming from this end. As a left arm over, everything's pointing for him to bowl into the pads here, the slope as he goes into the wicket. It's a really good shot from Compton. That looked pretty comfortable.
Completely the wrong length on this sort of wicket. Quite a slow mundane wicket, and a batsman of Compton's calibre just doesn't miss out on balls like that. I think, you know, Pakistan need to be drawing him forward here, trying to make him play straight down the ground.
So just looking at the field that Pakistan have gone for here, it's sometimes quite easy to look at, you know, the fields in the fields in LMS cricket and just kind of put the sweepers out there and just let the game move on. So Shabazz Khan here, just to people at home who can't see the field, he's got a long off, a deep cover point, and then quite a wide third man. Then he's got a long leg, a cow corner we call it in England, which is a very high deep mid wicket, and then a long on as he runs in, plays a miss, and he's been given a wide.
It's a better length though, Lee. I think it's asking more questions. Although the line wasn't quite there, I still think that's where he'll get most sort of purchase from wicket. Full of a length, drawing forward.
England are setting one of these platforms again. We saw yesterday Simon Dunning.
Catch it.
He's got a little chance he's going to run round here, and he's kind of, I don't know how he stopped that, to be honest. It looks like he's kind of put his hand out and it's hit him in the shin, but balls came in. And but yesterday, I don't know if you saw any of it in the highlights, Simon Dunning 54 off 13 balls. It was quite unbelievable. There was a 1 and a dot in the first 2 balls as well. He just went Will Ferrell.
What's been the biggest total in this tournament, Lee? Team total?
It's been around 220. I think all the teams have kind of danced with the idea of getting one massive score. I think obviously the retirement element of LMS, which means more people have to bat, does allow for scores maybe not to go as high, because you get batsmen set, get to 50, and then all of a sudden someone else has got to go in at the same rate. Scores have been fractionally higher on the back pitch. I think that's extremely harsh. That is a wide.
Yeah, he's hanging it out there, isn't he? Maybe this is a tactic from Pakistan here. Take the ball away from the batsman. No extra ball for wides in this format.
No, so really good question, Will. The first wide of the over is a single. Okay. No extra ball bowled. Second wide is a 3. And 3 thereafter. Every ball has to be re-bowled in the final over. So it can be quite expensive. If you bowl a leg side wide, which is your second wide of the over, and it goes for 4, it's a 7.
Wow, okay, cool.
We saw the UAE before concede 5 runs in 2 balls through wides, and the batsman didn't touch the ball.
Seems like these modern day rules certainly favour the batting side. You know, there's not much in it for us bowlers these days. You know,
what sort of rule would you like to see as a bowler then? What sort of fun rule could we come up with here on the spot to help the bowlers?
Put me under pressure here.
As Batty comes back in here, he's been reintroduced to the attack. Van der Linde opening the batting here. I spoke to him in the corridor in the changing rooms about 10 minutes before the start, and they were looking at different permutations, which player would open the batting. They were definitely looking at a left-hander. They were just working out whether it was going to be him as the frontline batter or Adil Hussain as it goes high in the air. There's going to be a catch, and it is a really good catch.
Feels like he's missed out there, I think, Lee. He was in a good position to strike that, and it just seemed like he didn't quite get it out the middle of the bat. Didn't quite make the sound we've been used to hearing from Compton's bat there. He's holed out.
Well, I know that he potentially could be coming our way shortly to do some commentary. I hope he maybe just has 5 minutes, because he looks extremely disappointed there. It feels like he just practiced his shot again. Maybe part of his technique just broke down. I'm going to look at it.
Just got a bit big. That bounce maybe we were talking about earlier on, looks like it's just bounced, got him a little bit higher on the bat than maybe he would have liked, which has meant that obviously the ball hasn't travelled as far.
Yeah, I think he'll be massively disappointed as one of the key men of local cricket there, the runner of the Corner House Cricket Club, wanders past. I'm sure they'll be following it on Twitter.
You've had a few appearances for them, have you, Lee?
Over the years, it's been rebranded from the Bridge into the Corner House, but I know we've always supported it here at the club, and they've supported us, so it's been fantastic.
Oh, brilliant news. He's saying it's a free bar Saturday night at the Corner House. Fantastic.
We actually had the owner, Adam Roberts, the other day, and he did mention that some of the players from all around the world have been in there this week. This is Jamie Carter as we look at Compton's 40 off 22 balls. I think Jamie's week hasn't really got going yet. He's been just on the periphery. I know he's really chomping at the bit to get his chance here. Got an extremely good record in his own league.
He looks a strong lad, Lee.
Does. He's came in at some tough times at the end of the innings. He's been selfless, playing for the team, so he's got a proper time to bat here. He's got a good platform to work with. So he's just going to work this into the leg side now. He's a busy player. He's going to be looking for 2. So just coming to the end of your stint here, Willow, and I can see that Dudley, your dog, is getting slightly impatient. Very kind of you to give up some of your free time before a massive game for you and your team tomorrow in the Cheshire County Premier League. How do you see your teams preparing?
I think hopefully we all get a good night's sleep tonight. Most people stay off the beer, that'd be ideal. But I think, no, turning up at Timperley top of the league. They've got some very good operators, both with bat and ball. I think, we've got the quality on our side. It's just about going there and performing and doing the job. So fingers crossed we come away with a win, and we'll be back here at Chester celebrating.
And hopefully that's the case, and that celebration can go well into Sunday, Will, and I'm sure you'll be down here on Sunday, and we'll get you in the box again for finals day. Sadly, your native Wales have not made it into the final. They finished winless, I'm afraid, in the tournament, but hopefully we'll be able to get you out in the red shirt at some time in the near future. I know that you're a very passionate Welshman, and
unfortunately I am retired from international cricket, Lee, so that won't be happening.
Is that more of an insurance thing? I know you're retired from first class, so I'm not sure he's allowed to play any sort of international cricket anymore. But Willow, it's been fantastic having you in the box, and we're going to get Ross, franchise owner, in. Ross Kaywood.
Superb. Thanks for having me, Lee.
Thanks, Will.
Cheers.
Hi Lee, how you doing, buddy?
Not too bad at all, not too bad. Great to have Will Owen in the box with me there, and sad to hear that he won't be playing international cricket for LMS Wales anytime in the future.
Betty just drags us short, like Linda hits it out to the mid-wicket boundary and strolls in for another 2. England going well, yeah, 62 after 7.
It's really interesting, mate, because obviously Van der Linde now has to pick up where Compton left off. He's 21 off 15. He's been in great form. Short. The umpire's head just went back then. It was almost like that's really close. So I'd like to watch that one back if that's possible. Jamie Carter getting his first real chance up the order. Tell me a little bit about Jamie, because I feel like he's not really been given the opportunity that his ability necessarily deserves with some of these really good performances from some of the England lads.
Yeah, so he's been batting down the order this week, and they thought give him a chance today, get him ready for, see if he can get some form for finals day. But he plays his LMS in Norwich, does pretty well. His stats are pretty good cricketer. When he gets going, hits the ball a long way.
He plays for the team Wheelstein in Norwich. So I know his partner came up today, so he'll be looking to make a good impression. As Bahari comes in, he's just fired one down the leg side. Great character, Bahari.
A fantastic character. He's loving every minute of this trip. Got a big grin on his face every time I see him.
I don't recognise him without he wears these very distinctive glasses, doesn't he? These massive designer shades as he comes into bowl.
Oh, he's the fastest mouth in the East that you're in the commentary box the other day, isn't he?
That's what he said. He certainly had some big aspirations for this game, and he's desperate to knock the English over here. But he's been loving his time here. He's great fun.
He loves the sledge on the field. He loves getting in the batsman's face. That's what his reputation back in Pakistan is.
I almost wish that the India-Pakistan game was just a bit later in the week. I know it was a fantastic game as a curtain raiser in this tournament, but seeing the way that everything's heating up as the week goes on, the competition, I don't know, I'd just really like to see India-Pakistan.
Yeah. And the Masters on field too, we've got that clash going on.
Yeah, we were hopeful to play the Pakistan boys today, the English Masters, but we were rained off. We were having a great game against South Africa this morning. It was right in the balance.
What happened with that?
We got 175 and they were 90 for 3 after 11 overs.
Okay.
So
It would have been a good finish.
it would have been a really good finish, yeah.
Jamie Carter hits it down the ground to long on.
So this is just a different way of going about it for England here. I think Carter's going to reset the platform here. The run rate is just over 8 and over, so they're in a good spot. And they've got a lot of power hitters lower down the order as well, the England team.
Oh, Van der Linde, Chinese cuts it down to fine leg.
So this, he's got a little chance here, Bakari. That ball, that ball yesterday
would have gone for 4.
That would have gone for 4. Now I'm just looking at Bakari here. He's wearing a snazzy pair of blue treads with no spikes in. So for just some of these Pakistani boys who've come over, obviously they're playing on synthetics. You know, will this rain cause some real issue for them? Just to, obviously, you know, just looking around, there seems to be a couple of lads wearing trainers here. Is that something that they maybe consider over the weekend? I know Ali took them to cricket shops to show them around, you know.
I think they're going to have to change their tactics.
It's a nice shot by Jamie
Carter.
Carter.
There's a bit of rain around on finals day.
So that's a good shot there. Blake van der Linde waving ferociously there. I think he maybe wanted to get rid of his helmet or maybe just have a little drink. But that'll settle Jamie Carter down. That'll take him to 8 off 5. Just saying, Razak wearing the Pakistan cardie there.
He bowled a couple of overs up front.
Yeah, it was nice to see him bowl. He bowled really well until that final over, and then
Blake van der Linde and the comp dog took a liking to his length, dispatched it all parts of the ground.
Hopefully hear a bit of Nick Compton and a bit about his innings before he goes out to field.
Yeah, let's hope. I mean, he looked in good form today. Nick W. Walsh, captain of England, coming onto the field with some team tactics. He plays with Blake van der Linde every single week, so they know each other inside out.
Quite a few of the boys. It's quite an unusual setup. LMS in London, it's on the Sunday, isn't it? The Barnes League.
The Barnes League's on the Sunday, but there's loads of leagues every other night during the week. These guys just happen to play on a Sunday. Nick actually plays on a Wednesday in my league as well.
Okay, so obviously you're strongly involved down in London, as he just charged. That's wide. I think that's harsh, you know. I know it's like side wides, but the batsman's left his crease awfully early. I think the bowler's entitled to try and get him stumped there. I think, you know, it's certainly a bowler's game. Will Owen's just been saying that. Into the pads here. Bakari, very quick arm action here. And they're just running through the overs, chirping away here at Blake van der Linde. Something's going to give here, Ross.
Great shot there by Blake, just releasing a bit of pressure.
Oh, what an amazing pickup.
Right for 2.
Oh,
it's a dive. Well done. Valuing his wicket.
Desperate for a replay here, QTV. Getting ready for this. And it was announced before that all run-outs and stumpings will come to the box on finals day on Sunday.
Fantastic. It creates an extra bit of drama for finals day. It's going to be a cracker.
So we've actually got the third umpire that will be on Sunday watching this now. This obviously isn't the best angle for us. Hopefully they've got a fractionally better one. I think this could be the one. Just so you didn't see it, just gone for one.
Fantastic bit of fielding and pick up that.
Oh wow!
Away.
So
Ash, can you hear me, Ash? Oh, sorry, Shuvo. Can you change your decision, please?
So, just so you know, in the on the Sunday, that would have been turned to Simon, our third umpire here, one of the key organisers, who he's going to be there making that decision. And I'm pretty sure that there would have been a soft signal to us by the umpire there. He would have gone straight to the box as the third umpire.
Yeah.
given the soft signal of not out, and that would have been overturned. So,
but what a great piece of fielding there.
What an amazing piece of fielding.
Picks it up with one hand, whipped it in.
So
Van der Linde was found wanting.
So we're just watching this from the front angle now. It was an amazing dive. I think the dive saved him in the end. He must have dived from about halfway.
Maybe he's got the dive out too early.
Yeah, he did get it out a little bit early there.
Ooh.
It's an amazing bit of commitment from Blake Van der Linde. I would have been run out there quite comfortably.
I would have been halfway down the track, I reckon.
Not even crossed.
But as in cricket, we all need a bit of luck sometimes. Sometimes umpires get the decisions wrong when you're actually not out. So
this is good to see here. Razak has come down this end and he's just giving a little bit of advice to the bowler here, trying to work out who's coming on here. Very tough in the sun to see the name on the shirts.
So that's 10 overs, change of ends. England going good guns, 82 for 1 after 10. Carter 8 off 6 and Van der Linde 31 off 27.
So this is Mohammed Ahmed, better known as Amela. Into the wicket here to Jamie Carter, and he's just guided that beautifully in the gap, and that's 4 more.
Great shot that. Always really good when you get a boundary off the first ball, sets up the over. Can really put some pressure on the bowler for the next rest of the over.
Had a bit of fun with Batty there, just letting him aware that the run out was out.
Play a bit of mind games there, nothing wrong.
The devil in me there. Oh, got a little bit bigger there. I tell you what, some of the Pakistani batsmen will not want to see this pitch starting to misbehave.
I was thinking the same
with
thing.
Adil Hussain, who has got to travel back to Kent tonight to play in the Premier League down there, to then travel back on Sunday to play for England. So great commitment from him.
Fantastic commitment. He's also had a fantastic week with the ball.
Yeah, I had a bit of an argument with Wayno about the algorithm.
Well, that's
and that is a great shot from Jamie Carter. Boom!
That's come over the commentary box. Fantastic strike that. It's
great to see him. Just see that, you can just see the confidence just starting to flood back into him here.
He's got the swagger going.
You know, England there. You know, 2 exceptional performances yesterday in Lomas and Simon Dunning, and they're both ready and raring. Simon Dunning's got his pads on there.
He'll be looking to replicate that 13 ball 50. Jamie Carter on strike.
He's gone again.
It's a good looking shot.
So just when we thought Pakistan were just starting to rein it back in there, you know, all of a sudden we're looking at them getting very close to 100 here. Coming to the end of the 11th over. Van der Linde 31 off 27. I think he'll want to increase his strike rate just a little bit. But Carter's come in and he's 21 off 10.
I would agree. I think he's sort of set himself up now, Van der Linde. He's going to have to look to go big now. It's a great shot. Hits it down to long off.
I think they bowled really well to him today, Ross. I think they've just gone a little bit fuller to him. Some of these teams have just dropped it a bit short, and he seems to have these long levers and smash it out to the square boundaries, but they've just gone that little bit fuller to him, and they're making him hit it to the sweepers.
Is that another water break?
It's gloves this time, but I am going to be speaking to the tournament organisers, because I thought the idea of LMS cricket that it was quick and you got back to your family quicker.
Exactly. I think there must be some team news or team tactics coming onto the field there.
Well, I'm certainly going to have a little word before finals day as we look. Nick Compton, 40 off 22. Quick look at the bowling figures. Mubashir Bhatti, 3 overs, 1 for 21. He got 5 wickets the other day. He doesn't seem very happy. He's right in front of me here, and he's not happy with conceding those 21 runs. But I'm sure he's got that 1 over. I'm sure he'll sneak another couple of wickets in by the end. He'll probably be opening the batting as well. Here he is. Goes high in the air. Blake van der Linde out into the deep.
Oh, no.
And it's a big catch.
He's holed out to square leg. Just trying to up his strike rate.
I tell you what, I'd be throwing those gloves in the bin as well. Very superstitious cricketer.
Yep.
They'd be in the bin. And quick change, and straight away he's gone. So that could be a big wicket. And all of a sudden, it looks like England are going to be asking more again of that man Simon Dunning.
So just looking at the Facebook live feed, we've got Grant Walker and Eugene Berger tuning in, who are good mates of mine, and they play LMS in London. So hi to those guys.
Hassan Farouk, we need Shabazz Khan to bowl here. I agree, big fan of Shabazz Khan.
Got the England captain's wife, Philippa Dalby-Welsh. She's also tuned in again, watching. So great to have you guys on the stream.
And Trenton Murray here getting behind Jamie Carter. Really nice shot there.
If you've got any questions, please put them on the Facebook live feed. Happy to answer them. Let us know what you think is going to be a good score here. Simon Dunning takes guard. Hits a long ball. Whoa, he's
straight away out into the deep here.
Oh, no, he's dropped him.
Oh, my God.
That could be a costly drop, that.
So, Simon Dunning has come out first ball here. He's obviously full of confidence from yesterday. He's hit it out in the deep.
It could be a costly drop, that.
Mohamed Bhatti. Oh, dear. That could be a key drop. As Jamie Carter, little tickle. We're going to go for two. We're going to have to watch that back, surely. That's going to be a big moment in this game. Simon Dunning surely not going to give another chance like that so quick. As we watch. So he's gone big early. It's the big part of the ground here on this side.
He's heading into the wind, which is probably held it up.
Oh, no. He caught it twice. He caught it twice and fumbled.
Great running, that. Twos make a massive difference at the end of innings when you've...
Well, Manzoor there would have been on for 2 in 2. He's bowling really well here. He's 1 for 5, but it should be better than that. As Manzoor comes into Carter again. Wild heave into the leg side. England just seem to want to really put the foot down here. I think they know that 180's bare minimum here.
I think they've been watching a lot of Abdul Razak this week, and they know that if he gets going, he'll get them off to a fantastic start. And obviously, he can be a game changer with the bat. One of the cleanest strikers of the ball in world cricket in his day.
So Jamie Carter ranked at 26 in the world in last man stands, averaging 86, strike rate at 220, and a best of 133 with 28.50. So this guy is a real top player in LMS cricket, and it's no surprise here he's having a very good day. He's 26 not out.
It's Bakari back into the attack. His left arm spin. Oh.
So Pakistan have been relatively clever here. What they've done is they've deliberately left this end of the ground, the City Road end of the ground, till the second 10. They're bowling right out the sun here. We spoke about it every night. It's a key part of this. The England team know about it. They've a number of the supporters on the far side saying that was a little bit closer than you think, that stumping. We may have to watch that back. They're calling for the third umpire down on the boundary there, and that's something that we'll see on finals day. So if we get a chance in a minute, QTV have done a great job. There we go. We're going to watch this back. As they come into Bakari to Simon Dunning. High.
What?
It's another chance.
Oh, another drop catch.
So Shabazz Khan this time. I think he was this one was a much harder chance. So he had the rope right behind him here. And I tell you what, Bakari is giving Simon Dunning an absolute volley here.
It's two drop catches.
as he's dragged
Let's hope
it
he
down.
makes them pay.
England just seem a little bit unsettled here. They're giving a couple of chances. Dunning's come in. I understand what he's trying to do, but we're going to watch this.
Do you think he's going to go big again?
This stumping here.
Ooh.
Oh, great umpire. Great umpiring decision, that.
Ooh.
Great umpiring
Bakari
decision.
giving the non-striker the warning from the man-cad.
So what's all happening with our man Bakari.
Fastest mouth in the East.
As this time. Okay, so Simon Dunning has played 2 very average shots. We spoke about how amazing he was yesterday. Loads of superlatives. He started innings poorly here. He's been dropped twice in 2 balls. And then the first time he plays a proper cricket shot, he crunches it for 4.
Fantastic shot, that. All class. I think he's really going to make them pay now. Oh, another swing. Doesn't mill it at all. That's 4 more. Terrible bit of fielding, that. Confusion in the outfield.
All the local Chester boys down on the boundary loving this. And that's one for the bloopers reel. It just spun. Oh my God. The fielders run round. It's just spun. And they've collided into each other. Bakari is not happy. He's bowled a brilliant over there.
So we've got Murray Taylor tuning in. He's asking how many of these English players made the England team that played the South Africans last year in London. So the answer to that is 2. It was Jamie Carter and Blake van der Linde. We played an LMS test match.
Really?
So we played 2 games as 1 game, if that makes sense. So 2 innings as each team had.
So a 2 innings game?
Yes, it was fantastic. It was good fun. We played on a pitch that deteriorated over the game, so the spinners really came in at the end of it.
Was it 2 2020s or was it longer? There's absolutely no shot offered there by Jamie Carter. Surely he's going to be sent back by the umpire. It's a dead ball.
Okay.
The Pakistan team here are really quite... I get the impression they're quite unhappy with themselves here. They've been given a number of opportunities, catches, and a few problems in the field here, and they're just starting to get stuck into each other here on the outfield. It's great to see how competitive they are, though. As Razak comes in, just cramps Carter up for room there. He tried to just roll that down to 3rd man, but it's gone out to point. It's a big couple of overs here. If they can just manage to maybe nibble a wicket, maybe get this man Dunning out 10 off 4. They've already given him 2 chances. Maybe they can keep him to maybe under 165, 170.
Oh, it's
amazing.
Big slog, that. Head in the air. I'm always quite fascinated by the big slog that happens and you miss it, and then the perfect shot that you actually didn't try play but you practicing afterwards in cricket. Oh.
So Razak here is using all his experience here. He's just bowled an extremely slower ball, which completely outfoxed Dunning, and then that was arguably 30 kilometres quicker there. And rattled his pad, no appeal. Seems a little bit more comfortable from this end, the City Road end, as he comes in. He's really getting into it, Razak here. I think he's had a fabulous week.
He's had a great week.
He's just had a couple of little mini blips towards the end of this week with the bat.
Yeah, he started really well.
He started like a train. It was unbelievable. So destructive. That's the end of his spell, though. That's 4 overs, none for 26. Who are they going to go to here?
Looking at the scorecard, Nick Compton, 40 of 22. Van der Linde, 32 of 29. Jamie Carter, not out, 29 of 17. And Simon Dunning, yet to hit his straps, but he's 11 not out of 7. The Pakistan Brains Trust having a chat about who's going to be bowling the next over. Batty boy looks like he's been given the honour.
I think it's quite good captaincy, this. You go into probably arguably your best bowler of the tournament here, And also as well, I think he's just a bit disheartened by that drop catch as well, getting back into the game.
But they've changed their field around. They've put in their strongest fielders in the key positions.
As Razak puts on the Pakistan cardigan at long off. Khan has come to long on. Looks like a bit of a live wire here as Batty is going to test Dunning's temperament here. It's gone high into the deep again, another chance of a catch.
Oh, another drop catch.
This is quite unbelievable from Pakistan.
Fucking man, he's been dropped here twice.
They're really going to have to start taking these catches if they want to restrict England to a modest total.
So, very honest team play from Shabazz Khan there. Shabazz Khan's been picked out a couple of times by Simon Dunning, and he has again here. Much better
I
fielding.
think Simon Dunning's going to need to go to the casino tonight.
He's he's rolling the dice, isn't he?
The amount of luck he's had today.
But Shabazz has actually moved himself in the field. He's gone behind square. The ball's following him around here. Jamie Carter, 29 off 17. They're really swinging here. It's not quite came off yet.
Oh, well bowled. Just chucked it up.
So clearly, obviously, Nick Darby-Welsh, the captain, came out, I'd say about 3 overs ago, spoke to Blake van der Linde. He spoke to Simon Dunning before he came out. He wanted him to put the foot down, Ross.
I think that was the message. I think they're only going to be comfortable with at least a minimum of sort of 180.
Actually making it difficult for themselves here now because...
Not enough twos.
Well, you look at the previous 10 balls, just the one boundary. Couple of dots there, a lot of ones, so...
There we go. Simon Dunning's found it. Hit it in the middle. 6 more.
Must just be the worst feeling in the world for some of these Pakistan fielders because not once, not twice, but 3 times he's been put down, and they're punishing this sloppy fielding.
Catches with matches, the old adage cliche.
And that would have been 6 on any part of the ground here. So that 6 has really helped the England score, and they're on 125 after the 15 overs. As the flag of St George proudly blows in the wind of Chester.
It's coming home.
Is it coming home? And Ross has changed into his England shirt after wearing his New Zealand shirt. They're out. Who else have you got?
Got
South Africa hanging in by a thread.
South Africa and Australia.
Oh, well, all on tomorrow. They weren't overly keen on playing in the wet, were they, today?
Oh, a little disappointing, but that's how it goes. They've got to play an early game tomorrow morning. So
obviously just coming up on your bottom of the screen now. If you love your cricket and you love your kit, you're going to enjoy this as Dunning top edges it to third man. This is the co-branded LMS range by Bass. Introductory offers for all the LMS players and during the World Series as well, so make sure you register. That's www.lastmanstands.com/Bass. Lovely fellas as well.
Oh, fantastic. They've been such an asset to the tournament. It's Simon Dunning on strike again. Oh my word, he's had a big swing and a miss.
Huge.
Oh, he's been given a send-off.
Huge send-off, and Simon Dunning's not happy here.
Wow.
It's really firing up here.
Wow, Bakari's given them the send-off. Dunning's not happy. Adding to the drama of this LMS World Series here in Chester.
He's just a little bit unsavoury there. It wasn't great from Bakari. He's bowled a really good ball. Okay, he's already got him out caught. It's been dropped, and then he's given him quite a big send off there, which I'm all for. But sometimes you've just got to draw the line there and accept that you've won that battle. And it's hard as a batter as well because there's only one way you walk in, and you know, to kind of get stuck in on the way off. I always think that's the wrong thing to do.
Yep, always leaves a sour taste in the mouth, doesn't it?
I know there'll be a number of people who come on Facebook Live now and go, Dicko, you are one of the worst sledgers I know. And you would chase me off the field. So
pot calling it kettle black.
Massively so.
So we've Gavin Buckle, welcome. Good mates of mine. He loves his LMS. He's a quality right-arm spinner. He enjoys also hi to Bohan Mahmood, who's a LMS London player. Quick question for him is, who's he supporting? England or Pakistan?
So this obviously means an awful lot to Pakistan here, as it does the England side. Like I said, speaking to Blake van der Linde before the game, both sides know that they have an opportunity to have potentially a whole of Sunday morning off. Nice lie-in.
I think Bakari's Ash Dunning, who's Simon's wife, she's not happy with that send-off. Lucky she's gone back to London. Otherwise, I'm sure she'd be giving him a mouthful.
But that's the highs and lows of cricket. Obviously, he rode his luck with the bat there, Simon. There's probably no need at all for the extra bits there from the bowler, but they're fired up, and sometimes you've got to take it as a compliment, Ross, that it's a big wicket for the side.
Yep, I would agree with that.
Oh dear, Shabazz Khan into Maroof Khan. It's not Maroof Khan, sorry, he played for Christleton Cricket Club. This is Haroon Khan. Sorry. I'm sure a few people enjoy that who play locally. Maroof was actually a fine player, actually. Played at the Christleton Cricket Club and here at Chester. But Haroon is a legend of the LMS world scene, playing for the special ones. And got 50 off 27 balls against Scotland, so he's had a couple of good cameos in the week. And he was telling me that quite a few of his friends and family are watching. So as Shabazz Khan comes in, just pushed here. He'll be playing for the Caldy Cricket Club tomorrow, so plenty of cricket for him.
So England are going to need something special here to get them to a competitive total. I think they're going to be aiming for about 170, 180, but Jamie Carter's going to need to go big.
Oh, that is so nice.
Delicate
Jamie Carter, that's a beautiful shot. He's rolled it off the face there. With all this hostility going on, Jamie Carter just going about his business beautifully here, staying under the radar, and rolls that ball for 4 down to third man. And I think Pakistan here just need to take stock here. Got fractionally excited after that wicket, and they've got an opportunity, Ross, to keep England to maybe under 165 or 170. I think
the Pakistanis will be aiming for that. Just got to make sure they bowl one side of the wicket, bowl to their field. Oh, it's a great shot. Little paddle.
Good bit of fielding.
Good backing up there for the keeper.
So Carter's obviously thought that Haroon Khan has come in. Obviously let him get in. He's an amazing striker of the ball himself, but Carter's just taken all the pressure off Khan here, trying to keep the scoreboard moving. He's 37 off 24, so that's 38 off 25 now.
So after 17 overs, the score is 139 for 3. So Carter 38 of 25. Khan's bowling figures are not for 35 and 3.
I think it's Tinnis Erasmus here is just come up on Facebook Live. It's a battle in the middle, nothing like a good send-off, all friends after the game. Thoughts? Gavin Buckle loves a good sledge.
Great shot by Jamie Carter, hitting it inside out over extra cover and starts the over with a 4. Fantastic looking shot that. Enjoyed how he held the pose after that.
So people watching on Facebook Live, who is going to win this year's World Series of Last Man Stand? I want to know what you think. And maybe who's been your favourite player as well.
Oh.
Looking for 2.
Haroon Khan wanted the single there.
So Sided Jazz has just asked, what does LMS mean? So it means last man stands, which means that when you've lost 7 wickets the last batter can bat on his own.
Oh,
And Pakistan are going to be really unhappy with that. It's really tough for the keeper with this sun. But England are being gifted a few really easy runs here. And could this just be a little crack shown in this Pakistan side going into the weekend? Is this fielding going to be good enough to take the World Series home?
Sorry, Max, out of there. It is like all the back.
so Bas Khan has just walked up to his bowler, had a quick chat with him. Jamie Carter on strike here. Does a little trigger movement.
I'll be honest with you, Ross. If my captain came up to me after 4 byes, I'd be telling him to turn around and go back where he came from and say I'd done my job and go and have a word with the wicketkeeper.
100% agree with that, Lee.
Or do you mind changing your length because the wicketkeeper hasn't stopped it? No, not my fault. Go away.
Oh,
Good energy.
Haroon
from
Khan
you.
wanting the 2. Yes, put the pressure on them.
You've got maroon. You went maroon. You went maroon Khan as well there, didn't you? Taroon. Sorry, also Haroon's family.
Yep, sorry.
Trying our best here in the commentary tent, which is got the potential to blow off. As Nick Compton just slides into the back of the box here. Ross is just going to take a step out and welcome Nick.
Hello mate, yeah, geez, bit annoying. I think we've not really capitalised here in the first 10 especially. Was really keen on the guys hitting in downwind to get above the rate because clearly it's going to be a lot harder when you're hitting back into the wind. So, you know, I think we missed a trick by not getting slick up the order a bit quicker because, you know, if he sort of half hits it with a big sailing wind behind him, I think it's going to stay hit.
Yeah, he was absolutely unbelievable. I don't know if you got to saw the highlights. I'm sure you did on your way back from London. He was just something else yesterday. But the ball's have started to hold up into the wind here towards the City Road end of the ground. Pakistan seems certainly pumped up for this game, Nick.
Yeah, and so they should be. It's a sort of title clash here. You know, both teams have won quite a few games in the top of the table, so obviously a really important game for both teams. A bit of pride at stake, you know, want to go into the Sunday's finals having won all your games.
Oh, he's gone. So Jamie Carter there just lost his shape. He's gone for quite a big shot into the leg side there. He knows that realistically that retiring isn't overly important because there's a lot of wickets left, and he's just trying to hit that over our head for 6. But it's another wicket, and England stall again.
Yeah, disappointing. I mean, look, he's trying to hit out there. I think he should have gone a lot earlier, in my opinion. I mean, he's played some nice shots. He's clearly a decent cricketer, and he's held things together there. But I just felt in the first 10 we really needed to go a bit more. It is really difficult here, especially with some of the nous of these Pakistan bowlers. You know, they're clever guys. They know what they're doing. They change the pace up quite nicely. So you've really got to take the opportunity when it's there. And I just think we're about 30 light here.
Yeah, I think from the start position you were 45 off 5 overs. Just looking at the board now, so added just over 113. Obviously with a massive platform there, Pakistan have given you numerous chances in the field. I think they're going to be kicking themselves. But ultimately we've still got an over and a half to go here. We've got the home run ball and we've got Haroon Khan and Adil Hussain in bat. So there's still an opportunity to maybe add, another 20 to that score?
I'd take that. I would definitely take that. Be lucky to get 10 at this rate.
So Shabazz Khan here. He's gone for a bit of tap. He's dropped a couple of catches. He's been great in this tournament though. He's one of my favourite players. Loves that blazer that he's been given. Wearing it proudly.
A lot of the guys wearing the blazers proudly.
I must admit, I do enjoy that. Adil Hussain's not shy at all, giving a bit of some short stuff, and nice to see Shabazz Khan banging it into the wicket I love the fact that Adil Hussain is getting in the car to Kent after this game, and then playing tomorrow and driving back. So
he's a legend, isn't he? Absolute legend of an individual and bloke. Done this time. Very good bowler.
He's a really good bowler. I can see why he's been sent in at this point. I feel like England are just maybe messing around with the formula that's been so successful all week here. I understand they're just trying their best to make sure that everyone's, in form and ready for the finals weekend. But the difference between, winning this game and losing this game is going to be a 10 o'clock quarter final and a nice, comfortable semi-final in the afternoon.
Yeah, I know which one I'd rather have. And we're sort of making life a bit more difficult for us. We're a good side, very good side, got some good players, but you don't want to mess with a winning formula. I mean, I definitely think with the confidence we had yesterday, I'm just surprised we sort of held back a little bit today. I sort of really thought I'd be coming in here and the guys would really put their foot down and actually go for it.
That's a lovely shot from Haroon Khan, and that's raced away, and that's 4.
Lovely shot there.
Probably that intent you were looking for, Nick. He's just come inside out and he's just put his hands right through the ball.
Lovely shot, really lovely shot. A little too late, but I think of course every boundary is important.
I must admit, you've got to be some sort of player to pull off the white baseball hat as well. I think that's a very tricky bit of kit there from Haroon, who's a local lad.
One of my testimonial caps. Pulled that off well. There's a cracking shot on the offside there from Haroon Khan. What a shot that is. That's the shot of the day on a slow wicket.
So you just mentioned he's wearing one of your caps there. Where would we be able to get one of those caps?
Wow, they're very limited edition. Just 100 made ever in the history of Compton cricket caps. As my good mate Ogilvie, who came down to London with me. I didn't see a lot of him at Lord's. He was... head was often in the middle of a pint glass, so glad to have him back.
Compton not happy here with some of the social side of things from one of the locals here as he goes through, and that looks like he's got the edge. There's an appeal. Well, everyone's a bit bamboozled there.
I think he missed that. I think he missed everything.
So we're going to watch this back on the replay here. Khan is saying out, bowler's saying out, keeper's saying out, Compton saying not out as we watch the replay. Oh. And he's giving him out run out there. But did you know that Blake van der Linde was actually out run out earlier in the game?
It would, in the sense that it wasn't given out.
It was given not out. It was an amazingly tight decision, a dive.
But the dive? Was that dive out?
He was out, yeah.
Bat in the air?
No, he was just blatantly short. He did dive from about halfway.
Okay, well, that's disappointing there.
I have seen that a couple of times where people have gone for the dive and actually ended up short, which is always pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, you just don't want to be too short. Yeah, we're just looking at those strike rates there. I'd like to be under 20 balls there. I think Blake probably feel a bit disappointed with his innings, just couldn't get going. Jamie Carter's done okay, 45 from 31, you'd take that.
It's gone high, into the deep, fielder comes round, and there's a catch. Said to be looking for the double here. Trying to steal, but the skipper's at the wrong end here.
160, yeah, I've got to be honest, I think we're 20 light, but you know what it's like. You get a couple of big wickets and pressure comes on.
So which end do you reckon you'll be looking to start from here?
Well, I would be advising to potentially start, I mean, it's a tough one. I'd potentially start into the wind. I mean,
it's tough because
Abdur Razak is the danger man.
Adil Hussain has bowled really well from the Ron Fleet end, but he likes the wind behind him. So which end?
Well, it's up to him. It's up to your fast bowler, but we've got to be a little bit smart here. I mean, you've got to try and win it in the... I think we've got to try and win it in the first 10. If they break the back of the first 10, game's gone, in my opinion.
Well, there you go. Nick Compton, probably for the first time in his life, is going off to bowl for England to win this match and take them into the semi-finals. Great to have him back after his day dealing with some of his testimonial stuff yesterday down at Lord's. So there's the scorecard from the first innings. LMS England, 165 for 6. Stand out there. Jamie Carter, 45 off 31. Nick Compton, 40 off 22. But not much to write home about there. Fell away quite sharply, but 165, that's just over 8 and over. I'm going to invite Grievo back into the box. Wayne Grieve, how are you?
I'm great. I really enjoyed that innings from England. Nick Compton seems a little bit aggrieved there, didn't he, Lee? Didn't seem quite happy with his teammates.
Yeah, he wasn't happy at all, and they've used the 6 bowlers there. You know, economy rates in and around that 6 and over. Asad Bakari obviously got the big wicket. Simon Dunnan in the middle overs there. Was very, very animated. I wouldn't want to be him coming out to bat if Adil Hussain fires up.
He looked a little bit more than animated there to me, Lee. Looked like Simon Dunnan took the bait there.
He did take the bait, and look, sometimes cricket's so funny. Yesterday he's probably seen it like a beach ball. He's come out today, he's tried to hit every ball for 6 pretty much, except a lovely 4 through the offside. He's been dropped 3 times, which yesterday was just a chanceless, brilliant innings. And then he's been caught. The bowler's extremely fired up. He's seen his opportunity go once or twice, and you know he's happy to get him out. So take it as a compliment. Turn your back. Have a bit of a nibble back. I certainly would. And yeah, it just shows how important this game is.
Yeah, the winner of this game should finish top of the table. Of course, England. There's a slight chance that England could still lose this game and still finish top. So Pakistan need to win this game convincingly. Obviously,
do you think they'll be talking about that way? And do you think they'll be saying, look guys, let's go out there and let's knock this off quicker than we need to? Or are they just going to think win and then let's have a little look at the net run rate?
Well, they'll need a few mathematicians in their lineup there to work out what's required. I've got no clue. I don't know if you've got any clue what's required, Jali, but I think first of all they want to win. There's a lot of tension in this game.
Well, QTV have been fantastic getting these stats up for us so quickly. So it'll be interesting to see if they've got a statistician in the QTV box there, Wayno, who can maybe put a few permutations together for us at short notice. I'm sure they'll be rustling around cursing me here.
I think one of the cameramen at Square Leg, that's his job. The Square Leg cameraman, he's quite diverse in his skill range, so we have to see if he can do something. I think he's pulling some notes out of his pockets. I think he's got that one covered there, Lee.
Well, I think some of those cameramen will be getting maybe a call from Pirates of the Caribbean, the new movie, as he spent so much time in the rain at the top of a sail today. But look at that pool table. England are desperate to stay on top here. And I really think that Pakistan will fancy the chances. I don't think they've got enough, Wayne.
But the other thing is, if Pakistan win the game with the bonus points, the net run rate's irrelevant. So what we do know is if Pakistan chase the score down before the start of the 17th over, they top the group.
It's a massive risk though, Wayne, isn't it? Look, they need to win this game. They need to be positive in this first 10. Maybe England, you know, could think about that. And Nick Compton spoke about hitting into the wind and coming with the wind and whatnot. I think England need to look to try and suppress the runs in that first 10 overs to make it even harder to get the bonus point.
That's a great assessment by you there, Lee. You should be considering your career in the commentary box. You should maybe consider an opportunity to be playing the LMS format, because you're dead on yet. To top the group, England don't have to win this game. They just got to probably stop Pakistan from winning this game with a bonus point. So there is an argument to get Pakistan to hit into the win in the first 10, yeah.
Yeah, massively so Wayno. And you know, what I would say, I've thoroughly enjoyed doing the commentary this week so far, and working with QTV. They've been absolutely fantastic. Where are they based, Wayno? And tell us a little bit about them.
QPTV are a Glasgow-based company. We've been working with them for a few years. Very, very professional outfit, and all these great action shots that you're seeing now are courtesy of QTV. And we would recommend anyone who's looking to do some live streaming to get in touch with them. We've built up a great relationship with them, and although they're a Scottish-based company, you'd think that cricket isn't a huge sport in Scotland. You heard Paul Reddish earlier on the chat talking about how Scotland cricket's actually got higher participation numbers than rugby, and QPTV are definitely leading from the front when it comes to live streaming of cricket matches. They do work for the RCC as well, and we've been really, really happy with everything they've done for us as an organisation. So thank you to Jack and all the guys, Seth, for all their hard work. Jody back in Glasgow.
A couple of the Welsh fans here. Obviously the Wales game didn't go ahead today. Wayno, George, just fill us in where we're up to on that.
Yeah, so we obviously had a downpour after the first game early on today. We started with some superb sunlight. India versus New Zealand earlier this morning. The weather was fantastic. And then as it does in England, the rain came down and we lost 2 games. So unfortunately the Wales versus Sri Lanka game in Pool B was called off, and Sri Lanka finished top of the group, which meant we had to move South Africa versus Australia to 9:30 tomorrow, and Singapore versus USA to 9:30 tomorrow morning.
So quite a strong wind going across here as the England team, led by Nick Darby-Walsh, comes out to field. So Nick Compton's just come down to field in front of us here. It appears that all the England boys have managed to acquire one of these Compton hats. I'm sure they'll be making our way for me and you, Wayno.
Let's get Nick into the commentary box just to talk us through the hats and what's happening here.
Well, it's my testimonial year, benefit year. 10 years of service at Middlesex. They've very kindly given me a benefit year, so I've just had my committee have had some caps made just to hand it, well, to sell really, but it seems like I spend my time handing them out for free, so costing me money at the moment, but you know, I'll have to order some more and get them to you guys. But yeah, they're nice caps. They're just a testimonial cap. Most of the players every year have a testimonial cap and a tie, so yeah, it's quite nice to have, I guess, a year that hopefully I remember.
So just for the people at home who obviously maybe don't understand the testimonial side of things, do you get a number of events, or when you say you've got a committee, is that people, is that friends and family, or,
yeah.
or is it players who you played with, or?
No, it tends to be, it's your own committee, so you have to put it together yourself. The club grant you the award of having one, but it's up to you then to get, you know, connections, your networks and your friends to be a part of your committee. And once you've done that, you go out and, you know, decide how many events to do. You know, there's no point in doing too many because, you know, people's committees don't want to get exhausted. So
it also probably dilutes it as well. You're going to the same people.
Yeah, and I think, you know, you want to do some nice events, some really good ones, and then call it an end.
It's not bad to have Lords as a place to turn to, though, is it really?
No, it's good, but they do charge a fortune. There's no freebies there, unfortunately, so you still have to pay the rates and stuff.
So it's not like you can get friends and family to make a few butties and take it down to Lords and have a nice day, no?
I thought we should do one in the Compton stand, you know. I sort of maybe get a little bit of ownership of that one, but even there I've got to pay a few bob. So right, we've got to get out here, guys. 163, I think we're 25 light, but you never know. And
Nick, just a quick question for you before you go back on. What's your thinking for Abdul Razak? We saw his first 2 innings. He smashed the ball to all parts. He's held out at long on, and we see you fielding it long on. Is there some thought process behind that?
Yeah, there is a bit, actually. I just thought, you know, if they got a strong start in the first 10 overs, I thought the game would probably have gone away from us. So I think if we can get him hitting into the wind, potentially hit me a nice catch down here at long on, and hopefully I won't drop it. That would be a nice plan.
I think you've been listening to us in the commentary box there. I saw you listening on your phone there, so well done.
Oh, you claiming it, are you? Jeez. There's some cricket brains in here, I tell you.
Maybe took a little bit of what you said before, Nick, and copied and pasted it and put it into my own words, and that worked out beautifully, and you've just reiterated exactly what I've just said. So that's fantastic.
And, Nick Compton's just put his phone back in his pocket.
So Adil Hussain here, just having a little chat with Abdul Razak, wearing the Pakistan cardigan here. Quite a strong breeze. I'm speaking to him last night. He does prefer coming from the far end, but obviously there's a strong breeze today, so he's going to charge in from the city end of the ground here.
So definitely the quickest bowler in the tournament on display.
And that's without no doubt as well. There's no competition.
Yeah, there's no one even close.
He's definitely been right up the top. Now, people may say he's got quite a short run-up, Wayne. Any reason for that?
Yeah, in last man stands cricket, there's 12 metres from the stumps. So, as you can see, there's little white lines there. You can't start from behind there. I think Abdul Razak would have faced quicker bowlers than him in his career, but in LMS cricket, he's one of the quickest going.
He called 2 there. There's absolutely no chance out to Nick Compton. I think he's having a bit of fun with him there. But good to see Razak moving so well here.
I think Nick Compton can hear us in the commentary box here. So I think Razak spotted a weakness at mid-on there, just trying to push down for 2.
But it was nice to hear Nick talk about his testimonial year there. I'm sure if you can, if you go on the Middlesex website, there'll be more information about his testimonial year. He's been fantastic this week. So if you can do anything to support it, maybe buy one of those hats, which do look very nice actually. I really hope he sticks to his word and sends me one up.
Oh.
And that's a 4 straight away.
Haroon Khan just sliding past one.
He's not happy, is he, at all?
Oh, and it's getting lively there from the Pakistan camp. Batty off the mark with a 4.
So that's Bakari shouting from the side there, Wayne. He really is. He's a man on a mission, Bakari. The fastest mouth in the East. Cut out into the leg side, chance of a catch. Going to look for 2. Razak's coming back here. I tell you what, whatever he's had at the interval, this is the best he's moved, not just today, not just this week, for quite a while actually. So he's moving great, and he's using one of those LMS co-branded bass bats.
So what number is Bakari into bat, do we know? Because he was saying that Adil Hussain should not bowl quickly to him. He was saying if he pitches in his arc, he's going to fetch. So it's going to be interesting to see when Bakari comes in. Yeah, he's got a lot to say.
He's wearing trainers, Wayne. So if the ball hits him on the toe, it could cause some damage. So, and there's that. Oh wow!
You know what? I actually think Bakari might be winning this battle. I think Adil Hussain is trying to prove a point here. And I think he's slightly rattled.
He is rattled, but the thing is, we spoke about it. He's bowling. They've tried to come into the wind here. You know, obviously it's a tactic to hit him down the ground, but he's bowling a lot quicker than the other bowlers. So actually, he's bowling with the wind, and the ball's going with the wind behind square as well. You know, if you were playing 11 aside, you'd have a couple of slips in, you'd have a third man, you'd have a fine leg, you'd have a backward point. You'd have 5, 6 men behind square. He's currently got 2. So this is tough work for him here. He comes 2 straight. Yeah. Batty works him to the leg side. Gives him any width. He's going to work him down into the corner.
He's got to go block hole, yeah. He's got to go block hole.
Or you can just go right into the snot box there. Yeah. And he's pushed him right back. But that is a magnificent start for LMS Pakistan there. 12 for 1 in the power play. So all the good plans that Nick Compton told us about prior to there have So Nick Compton coming up with a few theories here that maybe when he lost the ball into the canal, the spare was not adequately hard enough for him to hit it as far as he wanted to.
What's the moral of the story?
Don't get caught in the deep is the moral of the story.
Or don't hit the ball into the canals.
Especially as
there's 2 morals to that story.
Yeah, do not hit the ball into the canal. And
Razak's gone straight.
And that's gone to Boomtown. There he is. Razak's off again.
And Bakari's off his seat.
They are loving it, the Pakistanis. And we've been talking about cricket coming home. They may have to do it the hard way and come through the quarterfinals.
Oh, and Razak learning a few of these LMS tricks with the leg side wide, yeah.
He's got a chance to Compton.
And there's a reason why he put himself in mid-on. He talks about that.
It's a massive catch, isn't it? That's a massive catch.
So that's the third time in this tournament that Razak's hold out at mid-on.
So Compton just carrying a small hand injury here. So he's obviously not making the effort to sprint in. Just checking his hand out. As we watch the replay.
Just
so frustrating, that, isn't it? Look at that. Dunning's giving him the send-off there. I don't think that's pretty much aimed at Razak there. I think he's fired up from the send-off we got from Bakari. We actually had Simon Dunning's wife on Facebook Live saying how unhappy she was with that.
with the send-off?
I think she wasn't happy with some of his shot selection early on, but the send-off didn't help. So Mohamed Bhatti at the other end here has quietly gone about his work. So this is a pretty even start here. They've scored very quickly, the Pakistanis here. As Dunning comes in, back of a length. And that has been punished straight away. That's a beautiful shot. That's Ahmed. Ahmed. Bowled pretty well as well. England must just keep either taking wickets or bowl as many dot balls or single balls as possible. They cannot afford to be leaking runs in this first 10 overs. Pushed into the offside, out to Van der Linde. That's a single. Be quite interesting here to see if they use Adil Hussain in the full 4 overs at the start here, or maybe just use the option of chopping and changing.
Yeah, normally they bowl him at least 3 overs, but on your vibe there, bowling downwind, anything behind square, not easy for the third man or the fine leg to get around it. Well fielded by Compton, just the one. So this is the power play overs. You are allowed a 4-2 field in the power play overs, and I think I would use it with the deal bowling here. I would go down the slope, I would get the ball just outside off stump, third man, maybe a backward point. It's a big hit up the hill. The deal doesn't need to, I don't think he needs a mid-wicket on the boundary there.
So to the left-hander you'd still go 4-2?
Maybe for the left-hander this is fine, but definitely for the right-hander I would get one across.
Agree, definitely. Definitely agree. It's quite a strong breeze out there. It's certainly not warm. The flag of St George, which goes proudly in front of the clubhouse here, and that is a fantastic shot by Mohamed Bhatti, and that beats Compton in front of us in the com box, and that's a great start to the over for Pakistan. I'm really surprised by the length there from Hussain. He's a big lad. He's been banging it into the wicket, been getting a lot of joy, and then he's just gone a little bit fuller, and that was majestic down the ground.
It is a short boundary there on the square side, so leg side. So he might be just worried about Bhatti having a good pull shot. Oh, there's his pace back. Good aggression from Hussain. Good comeback there.
Compton taking full responsibility and taking a lot of joy out of the dismissal of Razak there. But Bhatti just worked that into the leg side for a single.
So that's the length that Compton's looking for. So right-hander, yeah. They still stay with the 3-3 field. This is the power play overs. Very small boundary on the offside, down the hill.
I'm just going to jump out the box, Wayne, just for a couple of overs here, just so I can take in a few different angles of this game here. Just check on this sun coming from behind us.
That was a great session, Lee. Well done.
Yeah,
great session, but
I'll be honest with you, I'm going to have a bag of crisps behind the com box, Wayne.
You deserve.
I tried to make it sound professional, but I'm starving.
I think
so
you deserve two packets. Have two packets. You deserve it, but. So I'm joined in the commentary box by Bjorn Briggs.
Thanks, mate. What an exciting game we've got on our hands here. It's a thrilling experience. It's a shame that we couldn't see South Africa, Australia, but this is what the crowds have wanted. It's all on. The guys are up for it, and I've really been impressed by both teams right now.
Yeah, it's a great start. Pakistan on top, but England have the valuable wicket of Abdul Razak.
Massive wicket. Thought Abdul Razak after he hit that six could have pushed it around a bit and played a bit smarter, but that's the way he plays, right? And,
Yeah. And we've
pulled it off before. Simon Danny picking up the vital wicket of Razak. I thought he was going to travel, and he's done well to come back.
it was a great first shot in the over there. Razak just showing the full face. Batties well fielded out there by Hussain. Saving two. So Compton's wanting a square field for the left-hander. Well, Nick Darby-Walsh is the captain. Blake van der Linde does the field settings. And now we're moved into second in command.
Score is 36-1 after 2.2. I think it's a great start for Pakistan. That's a very good shot there to keep the score ticking.
They might even be going for the bonus point win. If they get the bonus point win, they're guaranteed of topping this group. That might be in their mind. We try to get the mathematicians to work out if they don't get the bonus point win, if they've got a chance on still surpassing England's net run rate. I have no clue. We try to get one of the cameramen to work it out, but
That's a really good delivery by Simon Dunning there. And
Shots is coming, lads.
that's
Shots
the
is
line
coming.
he needs to focus on. Outside off stump, away from the left-hander. See if we can do it again.
the 4 overs gone. The power play overs have surpassed us. England didn't make use of them, kept a 3-3 field. The run rate required is only 7.88. They're going at 9.5.
Bowling change here for England. Dill's going to take a rest.
I think that's the right move. They're going to keep a deal 2 overs for the back end. If we look at the Pakistan guys, Abdul Razak obviously a little bit disappointed. There's no sign of Bukhari. He's been very vocal. Where's Bukhari? He might be in next. So Haroon Khan plays his club cricket for Calder Cricket Club. He's played LMS for special ones.
Running hard. Target 164 to win for Pakistan. They're going at just over 9 and over, so they're well on track for a win here. If they can keep going at this rate and hold on to their wickets. I think England's big plan here will be to knock over a few early wickets, Wayno.
And that's 4 more.
Sprang a bit down the leg there, and he's just helped it on his way. Back with a square.
So England, this LMS England team under pressure for the first time in this tournament, Boughton.
Big pressure for them. They haven't faced a team like Pakistan before in this World Series, and they're feeling it here, and it's good practice for them for the knockout rounds, Wayno.
Yeah, they threw to the knockout regardless, but jeez, what a shot. It's a great shot, but that should have been stopped. That should have been stopped. So England just not at the same standards as where they were 2 days ago.
That's funny things to people. Pakistan are certainly applying pressure to the whole English team. Ahmed on 16 of 7, Hassan of 25.
17.
So the only way Pakistan, and we think this is the correct call, we're just speaking to our statisticians, the only way Pakistan can top this group is if they win with the bonus points. Their net rate, run rate, is below England's. So a regulation win should see England still top the group, but our statisticians and our mathematicians and all those type of guys are working very hard on that.
Blake van der Linde bowls first ball. Is he under it? It's a great catch there by Simon Dunning.
We apologise, we had a slight technical issue on one of the microphones. It's been sorted out now.
Apologies that you couldn't hear me, but
and it was quite a basic error. The on button was just not on, so I apologise for that.
full blame goes to the previous commentator. Not going to mention any names, but good catch under the high ball there, Simon.
So Simon Dunning, you can't keep him out the game.
He'll enjoy that, especially after his incident while he was batting.
Oh, this is a big moment in the game. Huge moment in the game. Bakari.
Expect some fireworks, ladies and gents.
Bakari's been in the commentary box, talking up his game. He's such a great character, so a fun character, but potentially has got under the skin of the England players. And you can see he's going to get he's going to get a bit of stick here when he comes in.
Good knock from Batty there, 25 from 18, strike rate of 138.
And Adil Hussain is very animated here.
And yesterday, Wayne, while I was walking past and England were playing New Zealand.
And Compton shouting, focus on your game.
Adil
showing his experience. Lomas is not listening.
Adil and Bakari had a few verbal jousts, and I think they were in fun and in jest, but time will tell. Adil certainly looking forward to bowl to Bakari here. England need to focus on the game here, not the player. I think Wayno.
But if Bakari's dished it out. Bakari's dished it out. So he's getting some of it back.
I don't know. I think that started when England yesterday gave a send off to one of the players, and Pakistan said that's not in the spirit. And now, it takes two to tango. Wayno.
I'm not agreeing with the approach from England. I think they don't need to do this. They've got the skills and expertise, and I think Bakari's come out with a deliberate plan to try and get England to be unsettled, and they're biting, yeah?
They are biting, and it's only going to hurt the English because the Pakistani players have got nothing to lose here. They need the bonus point win, and they can rattle the English. They've got a sniff at knocking them over here.
Oh, Bakari's gone straight up. Compton's under it. Oh my word!
Oh, that's nasty scenes there from England. Lomas pushing him. That's really uncalled for. I think
that
the
wasn't good from
management
Lomas.
needs to...
One step too far there.
Very, and there were signs of that yesterday from the England side, and I think the management needs to have a word to calm them down a bit. Umpire's doing an outstanding job.
So well caught by Compton. This game probably needed that to happen. It's just starting to get a bit silly out there.
Match referee needs to have a word with the English players.
And look at Adil is saying charging in there.
And verbals are one thing, but
I'm sure they'll still have a cold drink or a beer after the game together.
definitely a cold drink. Blake van der Linde is telling the Pakistanis how good he is out there, and he's ready to bowl his next ball.
Yeah.
So another lefty enters. This is the keeper batsman. England on top now.
I wouldn't say so, just 2 down. So one of the crowd favourites here, this keeper. Great shot to get off the mark there. Down to the onside for 1. And I'm going to hand over back to Lee, who left me hanging there for 3 or 4 overs.
We're going to have a double change in the commentary box. That's 3 down. That's the 6 over gone. And we're going to have Lee and Ali to take over. Ali's a very, very big fan of the LMS Pakistan side, and I'm sure he's going to be providing some neutral commentary for us.
Well, good to be back and welcome you, Ali. Just as we're about to come on, we see Bakari goes.
Thank you, gents. Thank you, gents. Yes, 2 quick wickets. Both important wickets. Bukhari and Bhatti have done really well in the top order. Now it's uphill task, but I think our boys are up for it.
Well, that's going to help. Afzal's just opened the face there, and it's ran away for 4 really quickly. It's amazing that we've got so much cricket in today.
Yeah. जो बाकी आप लोग पाकिस्तान में देख रहे हैं, सुबह दोपहर इतनी बारिश हुई है, सारे हमें लग रहा था कि मैच ख़त्म हो गए. हम एंड तक बैठे रहे और शुक्र है धूप निकल आई, और अब माशाल्लाह इनके पास मशीन्स पड़ी हुई हैं, सारे उन्हें पानी था, सब सो कर लिया, और माशाल्लाह यहाँ भी गेम हो गई है. And Lee, I'm happy to announce we've just come back after beating India in the Masters tournament. I was playing myself, so was the LMS Pakistan owner Asr Malik. हमारे साथ 2 Lodhra boys भी थे, who both did really well. I think we had 2 of the Lodhra boys who did really well. Humayun Altaf with 45 in just 29 balls, and Sadakat, what a great fast bowler today. 2 amazing wickets off the top order, and just gave away 15 runs in 4 overs. So brilliant performance from the Lodhra boys today.
I was really, really gutted. It was raining and our game got called off.
Yeah, I heard you've been praying all night that it rains tomorrow, so you don't have to face my bowling and my bouncers. So good on you, man. You could pray for anything else.
Well, I saw you with the hose out before. But just coming back to this game, Pakistan are well within the run rate, but it's the wickets.
It's the that's what puts pressure on the batsman. Yeah. When early wickets fall, the batsmen who come in, they're under pressure. Even though the target isn't that much, it's the pressure they have to deal with. Especially since England are one of the favourites.
So you look at this, they've tried to sneak another over of Haroon Khan in here. He's gone for 19 off 1.5 overs. Did Pakistan keep having to attack him here, or are they going to have to just nudge him around for a bit?
I think just stability for 1 or 2 overs is necessary. This is the kind of run chase that we can do, but we just need to stabilise the innings first.
Paul Kearney, one of the England masters here, saying, come on Haroon. He's one of his teammates for the special ones in the World League here. Obviously Haroon, a very popular figure in the LMS local circuit here.
Tricky ball.
So obviously we saw Razak hit the most unbelievable 6 and get out to Compton. We saw Bhatti play some really good shots. Yeah, they're the main guys, surely, you know.
Yeah, and the Bukhari was soft dismissal.
Well, I was disappointed for Bakari because I knew he was going to come out. It was going to be relatively hostile.
Yeah.
And
He was pumped up. He was pumped up to perform today.
And sometimes it's just trying to find that balance between being pumped up and being able to channel that into something positive.
Absolutely.
So Blake van der Linde comes in here. That's a good shot into the offside. Fielded again by the England team. So I think Pakistan will just be looking to see if they can maybe go at 6-7 runs per over here and take them up to maybe 80-85 after 10 overs.
Yeah, so पाकिस्तान में जो बॉयज बैठे हैं जो नहीं familiar LMS से सिर्फ 6 फील्डर होते हैं, तो गैप्स बहुत बड़े बड़े होते हैं. तो जो बैट्समैन जाते हैं, हमारी कोशिश ये है, हमने उनको बताया कि एक ओवर में 2-2 चौके मारें, 8 रन पर ओवर किया ना, हम ये मैच निकाल लेंगे. और छिक्के मारने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं होती. ग्राउंड शॉट्स खेलो, इतने बड़े बड़े गैप हैं. 3 फील्डर लेग पे हैं, 3 ऑफ पे होते हैं, गैप ही गैप. I was saying you don't even need to hit sixes in this format because there are only 6 fielders and huge gaps. So well placed shot.
Where's that gone? That's gone extremely high. Jamie Carter's coming in.
No.
Oh, it's spun away here. Is there maybe a 2? The England team here really still very pumped up here.
Yeah, everyone runs when the ball goes high, scared of a double play. So that's why they take it easy.
All I'd say is I think some of the other teams in the other groups, or maybe just looking at this England side, who have been extremely dominant, undefeated in this tournament so far.
Yeah, England is definitely the favourite.
But I think the Sri Lankans and, well, in particular, and then maybe a couple of the other teams on the other side of the draw, maybe looking at this saying, do you know what? There is potential to maybe get under the skin of some of these England players.
Yeah, before we came in, everyone knew that Sri Lanka will be the favourites of the tournament. England have been the favourites of our group, but Sri Lanka is always the favourite of the tournament. They did super well in South Africa, and now they're doing really well here as well. Most of the players have played first class, grade 2, so they're semi-professionals, and they always perform really well in LMS tournaments.
That's a really good insight there. Obviously, Sri Lanka versus Wales got hit by the weather today, and I know a number of the USA, Australia and South Africa have gone over to Old Trafford tonight in Manchester to watch the game.
That's going to be a fun game. Football is back. Premier League is back, and most of my friends we've all been up all night getting our fantasy football teams ready. So yeah, today's been a busy day.
Well, you're going to have to tell me which league we're going to have to join leagues. Are you in the fancy Premier League?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. We'll have a crack at that. I'm excited. I've got Kane and Mitrovic up front in the first game.
Kane isn't going to play the first match. World Cup hangover. You got to go with Aguero up top.
Harry Kane has to play. Tottenham could not score without him.
Have you forgotten the August curse?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
Good catch from Aaron Lomas. They've given it wide.
Yeah,
they've given it wide.
This is my kind of umpire. He knows. He's a good eye.
Haroon Khan gone for the double teapot here as he comes back to his mark. Sun's just coming across here at Chester. It's gone into the leg side here. Van der Linde stops it this time after the earlier fumble. And it's won this time. You can still see Haroon Khan shaking his head. He's not happy with that decision by the umpire. But
yeah, our batsmen are just trying to hit the shots, but they're not really focusing on the gaps.
That's a nice shot. That's better, isn't it? That's gone into the gap. Blake van der Linde running round. He's done better this time.
Stops it.
Oh.
That's a great fielding, Brandon. Great fielding.
I wouldn't mind a little second look at that. Look very, very close to the rope. As Nick Compton shouts out, "Come on, Haroon." Some really good camaraderie from the marquee player there towards his team.
पता नहीं कहाँ का होगा हारून खान. शायद हमारे किसी इलाके का होगा.
Many people watching back at home.
Even though it's pretty late at night, I think we have a good amount of questions coming on the live stream, which I'm just gonna look at.
Well,
pick up some questions.
I've just noticed Sadar Mohammed Ismail Salim has put the green and the red heart for the PTI.
Oh yes.
Now I had a little look on your Twitter account.
Someone's been stalking me.
I had a little look. Didn't I? I thought, why not? I thought this guy's going to come and sit in the box with me. I need to know who this guy is. And it appears that you may be a bit of a big fish back at home.
There were good days when only girls would stalk me. Now I have Lee. Now I have Lee as my main stalker.
Great work, Slicky.
Well, yeah, we're doing a lot of for Pakistan cricket. So using the political platform to bring some changes there. So LMS is one of the main ways we're bringing change in Pakistan. A lack of a structure at club cricket. LMS is filling in that gap, and PCB, Pakistan Cricket Board, very happy with us, and they're very encouraging. So yeah, we hope to spread LMS all over South Punjab, and that's the main focus for my political platform, and this is my main message.
Well, looks exciting stuff anyway. Maybe they need a league over in South Punjab as part of that push.
Yep.
I'll have to work on it. I've spoke to you about my problem with spicy foods and and flying and and a number of other issues, but
once you're there, you have a great time.
Okay, so this is quite a big over. This just going back to this game. Van der Linde's bowled well here, but this is the final over before the turnaround. 73 so far off 9, as it's punched down the ground.
Just not middling it.
But see, we're talking about it here. Ahmed is 29 of 16. He's batting beautifully.
He's batting really well. But again, as long as we keep finding the gaps, it'll be easy target to chase. But we need to focus and find the gaps and not try to hit big sixes.
Like that, and it's in the air. It's got a chance of a catch. Oh, watch that back.
Buddy got us worried, boy. Nadra, man, Nadra.
Adil Hussain got himself in a bit of tangle there.
Ground pe maar gaps dekh chauke maar, boy.
I must admit there was a deep breath in the back of the commentary box there as his knee hit the turf. It looked like it just jarred there, but he's obviously a bit tougher, and he's going to carry on. And I know he's praying for these Pakistani batsmen just to rein in here and manoeuvre the ball around.
Find the gaps, boys. Find the gaps.
There's still 5 wickets. If they can take those 5 wickets into the final 5 overs, then you know they're in a great shot of winning.
And that's when we can go for the big hits.
We're gonna look for 2 here, surely. No. There we go.
Oh, come on, boys.
Buzzers!
Good running, boys. Good running.
So there's an overthrow from the England team, and this is going to be very evenly poised coming to halfway here. Where's your money, Ali?
My money. Well, not that I can gamble, but my money is always on Pakistan.
Apologies. I can't.
If I was gambling, if I was gonna, I'll tell you to gamble. I would tell you to gamble on Pakistan.
I wouldn't tell me to gamble because I'm currently in recovery as a gambler, so we're not. Neither of us are gambling.
Bet your house in Pakistan, you will recover everything.
It's come through. I tell you what, Jamie Lomas, Aaron Lomas. Jamie Lomas is in Hollyoaks, which is a soap opera in the UK. Aaron Lomas is really struggling with the sun here. We've spoken about it quite a lot. England have known about this. They've played every game at this time. As Blake van der Linde comes in. Pakistan are doing really well here, and they're going to go to the halfway point in a really good spot here. They've just reconsolidated here, and England need wickets to get back into this match.
Okay, boys, send in your questions, send in your comments, and we'll try to read some during the commentary. Just opening the feed now.
It's amazing. We're seeing so many Indians supporting Pakistan. It just doesn't feel right.
We are united against the colonizers. We are united against you guys.
My mate KB on the message there. He's saying India supporting Pakistan. Nicola Paxton says, hi, Richard Compton. So obviously not knowing that the marquee player is called Nick. But hi to Richard Compton. Where's the venue? We're being asked. This is Chester Boughton Hall Cricket Club in Chester. Thanks, KB.
Yeah, no one knows Chester back home. But Liverpool is next to Liverpool.
I think everyone knows Chester back home.
Liverpool and Manchester के दरमियान में छोटा सा शहर है. बड़ा पुराना है, लेकिन बड़ा अच्छा है.
Chester is well known for the Romans. So have you done your proper history and good education? Where did you go to university?
I didn't say I didn't know what Chester is. I said most people back home don't know what Chester is.
Where did you go to university?
I am currently in university at the University of Oxford.
Oh, very nice. I went to the Open University.
Ah.
Far more diverse.
That's where all the ladies are. That's where you get all the ladies.
All over the country where I went to the university. In fact, we're in my classroom. That's what the Open University is all about. So, sounds very nice, your university. I'm sure it's very prestigious. What's your rowing like?
Rowing's okay. I'm more of the cricket fan. So cricket in the parks. Cricket in the parks. Oh, we have someone watching from India, Kashmir. Oh, Wajid Bhutta from Lodhra. Kya haal hai, boy? Theek tak. Zahir Khan seems confident. He thinks Pakistan will easily chase down this total. Inshallah, boy, inshallah.
Well, we've actually got Nick Compton's dad has said hello as well. It appears him and Nicola or Nicole are just exchanging highs across our platform here, so that's great that they've found each other.
Bringing people together, that's what it's all about. अगर और कोई लोधरा से देख रहा है या साउथ पंजाब से देख रहा है ज़रूर कोई मैसेज भेजना अंदर. सरदार साहब बस सियासत को दूर रखें, क्रिकेट की बातें करनी है बस. लेकिन thank you.
So just looking at the group here, obviously this net run rate I think may cause Pakistan some bother if they win here.
Yeah.
Do you think England will still top the group?
Yes, let's see how quickly we can finish this up. And if we can get the bonus. Would anyone calculate what we need for the bonus?
Well, we have been speaking to the TV company and they have got a maths specialist here.
From the Open University or Oxford?
Well, if it's from Oxford, I'd hope they'd be able to do it on the fingers.
And that's a white ball.
What's your subject, by the way?
I'm doing an MBA.
Oh, and what does that mean? That sounds like a bank from where I'm from.
The Masters in Business Administration. So learning to make money.
See, I thought it sounded really good until you said administration at the end, and then that makes me think that you're a photocopier. Is that not true?
We're the ones who employ all the photocopiers.
Good lad. Love that, as that's a lovely shot by Ahmed. He's just pushed that back with a square out to Jamie Carter. Going to come back for two here. So LMS Pakistan are just starting to pull this game their way. They're just over 70 from victory here. Ahmed 43 off 26, and Afzal's done a brilliant job so far. He's 12 off 12.
All right, we have a lot of people from South Punjab, from Pakistan, but they're based overseas, and that's why they're watching this match.
I don't think we've had anyone from Iraq before. We've got someone from Iraq, Baghdad here.
Oh yes, Chaudhry Awais Jatt from Baghdad. बहुत तो पहले पाकिस्तान से कहाँ का है? किस इलाके का? We have people watching from Dhanot, from Qatar, and Bahawalpur, but based now in London and in Iraq.
Talking about places that are like Iraq, Paul Kearney's watching in Birkenhead. So we've got a bit of a similarity there.
Same thing.
Both have their intricacies and nice points, I'm sure.
Girls aren't as nice.
In Birkenhead, you haven't been out in Birkenhead. There's no chance, mate. Absolutely no chance.
Yeah, I was saying,
do not get out the car. It's just not made for you, I'm afraid.
Iraq definitely has better girls.
I'll take your word for that.
Oh, a good friend of ours who's part of our project in South Punjab is watching late at night in Lodra. Mr. Shiraz Bukhari. अभी तक तुम लोग गिलेवाड़ में लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो यार. लेट नाइट हो गए. शिराज अगर तुम लोग वहीं देख रहे हो रश है तस्वीर भेजना जरूर.
Okay, and that's the end of Ahmed. He's retired here. That's an amazing innings. I think he's actually pulled the game back towards Pakistan. It was looking
a great stabilizing performance, and he's going to be back hopefully to finish the game off.
So just while obviously we've got this small pause in the game as we're waiting for the new batter to come out, I know we spoke about it at length the other day, the project in South Punjab, it's extremely impressive. Just want to maybe either speak to the people back home who are watching, because I know I saw some amazing photographs of people huddled around. If you want to be speaking to those guys, or maybe just explain exactly what you've been doing, I'll give you a couple of minutes and I'll just rudely jump in if that's okay when something important happens.
So in South Punjab, there are about 40 million people and spread out in 9 districts. And our goal is to bring one league, one club structure to every district. So in one district, we have 3 to 4 leagues depending on the number of teams. So we've currently started in Lodra, and now we're bringing it to Multan as well. And our goal is to spread it all across. And for the players that come from here will hopefully go into the Pakistan national team. People like Waqar Yunus, Inzamam ul-Haq have all come from this region. But since they retired, no one's come through because the club cricket has suffered over the past few years. And we're hoping the structures we bring through LMS can bring cricket back to the region and the cricketers can come back.
There's a chance of a run out here. There's been a mix-up. Oh, no.
That was a good throw, but a bad gather.
Aaron Lomas. He just hasn't really been himself today. He obviously didn't have a bat today and he's struggled with the light. I'd have to watch that one back. You can just see he's very pensive looking across towards the fielder there. We're going to watch that one on replay as Blake van der Linden finishes his spell. That's 2 for 24. It's amazing fielding from Compton here. Throws the ball across his body.
Great feeling.
Oh, he is miles out there. As Aaron Lomas laughs as he turns, he can blatantly hear me. You'd be disappointed if you were the keeper there. And here's as he nods away. And as a thank you, he's now going to have to deal with a fired up Adil Hussain coming down the hill.
अभी जो बॉलिंग करा रहा है ना इंग्लैंड के लिए मुझे खबर मिली है ये पिंडी डिवीजन में रहता है. Swing and a miss. That is Boss, our team captain. And if his wife Sabah is watching, Sabah, please pray, because we're praying too.
So we're at that period now. Okay, they're 8 overs out. They only need 64, so they're actually almost bang on the run rate here. You've got to feel pretty confident.
Give me a few overs and then we'll talk.
It's the first time ever I've ever seen you nervous.
Oh
no.
And that's what you get, buddy. That's what you get. That was definitely his wife's prayers.
So you reckon his wife is praying for buys?
She is praying that Abbas survives and kills it. That's 4 runs for him, man.
It's such a brutal position, the wicket keeper. You can do something fabulous out of nowhere and win the game and be the hero, but it's a bit like being in goal at football. You make a mistake, everyone knows about it. So Lomas, who's been outstanding in this tournament so far, he has to regather his thoughts here, and Adil Hussain's going to come in from the Ronfleet end here, playing a miss straight into the gloves. England need to do something here though, and this is where for the first time England have just been exposed for not having a quality slow bowler.
Yeah, you need the variation. You need the variation, especially in LMS, because once the players get going, get comfortable, you need to break that comfort.
It's great to hear from Sadar Salim here. He plays in Thailand for the Pakistan Royal Cricket Club. Do we have LMS in Thailand at the moment? Just looking across to the... we have a couple of tour events coming up. But
and we're hoping to bring the Lodhana boys on that tour in February. Inshallah, Lodhana boys hamare jayenge in the tournament in February in Thailand.
Do you need a team commentator that needs to come on that tour? I've heard Thailand may suit me a bit better.
Yeah, but someone ideally looks better in a bathing suit.
So that's me out then. That's why I'm in the commentary box and not on TV. But that's the end of the over there, and just those byes that have caused a few problems. Just as the Scottish boys have come round to say their goodbyes, they've been a fantastic group.
Come on, boys.
So England are just having a bit of a think here. There's 13 overs gone. They require 60 off 36 balls. Okay, so that in 58 off 35 balls. So that's 7 overs. So we're just looking at around that 8 and over mark.
ठीक है boys, दो चौके मारने कोई issue नहीं है.
Mohammed Ahmed, 53 off 30. He's been the star of the show here.
Billy ठोकेगा इंशाल्लाह, Billy ठोकेगा.
And Mohammed Bati, 25 off 18.
We need Billy, the big guy, to hit some 2 boundaries this over.
So that's gone down for 1 as we've got a number of people.
मुज़फ़्फ़र रेहान मैं तेरे कमेंट्स पढ़ रहा हूँ, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि तू मक्खन लगाना चाह रहा है. मक्खन ना लगा हुआ है. मक्खन सिर्फ सुबह के टाइम. अभी रात हो गई है, कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है मक्खन की. Oh, nice aggressive play, Abbas. Nice aggressive play. ऐसे ही आगे निकल के.
Right, here's one for you. Okay, they need 57 in 4 overs to win it inside the 16 overs. Would you have a go now? Do you think you're that far ahead, or do you just win the game and see what the run rate does?
Win the game. Win the game.
We've got one of the members here at Chester, Dave Maddox, who's just asking about Lomas, the keeper. He's been outstanding in this tournament, but he's just pointed out he seems to be having a bit of a shocker in this game. Obviously, Dave, feel free to come down and take part in LMS whenever you want, and maybe we'll give you a pair of gloves and see how you form facing Adil Hussain.
Dave, don't listen to them. I love you. I love you. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to the haters.
That's a lovely shot. It's been flicked away.
Oh, Nadeem, tu bhi dekh raha hai?
Haroon Khan picks up and throws in.
यार काश तुम लोग लोता बॉयज देख सकते हमारा मैच यार क्या मजा आया आज सदाकत ने आला बॉलिंग विकेट को क्रैक कर दिया तोड़ने वाला था
Talasar is asking, is there a 30-yard circle in this game? No is the answer. But, you know, as the game evolves, you never know. The organisers may seem important to have some sort of circle in the power play. But that's
good boy, good boundary, boy. Much needed, good boundary.
Simon Dunn in there. The ball stops swinging here, and that is a half volley in any form of cricket. And that's just been punched beautifully away by Afzal. He's picked up exactly where Ahmed finished off there.
Come on, Billy, tu ya boy.
So just getting we've got some of our mathematicians. I've texted a few of my friends at the Open University, and we've come back with this net run rate figure. And what we're saying is that if Pakistan were to win this inside 18.5 overs, they will go top of the group.
Oh, that's great, boys. अगर हम 18 ओवर में हम मैच जीत गए, हमें मिलेंगे बोनस पॉइंट और हम ग्रुप को टॉप करेंगे. और अगर ग्रुप टॉप किया, इसका मतलब है हम सीधा जाएंगे सेमीफाइनल में. क्वार्टर खेलने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. और क्वार्टर सेमीफाइनल तीनों एक ही दिन पे. तो बहुत बड़ी एडवांटेज है जो बंदा सिर्फ दो गेम में खेलेगा.
Be interesting to see if that's made it over to the Pakistan bench there. I'm sure that you may have someone on the bench that you can send that to. So LMS founder Wayne Grieve has just said that his speedar is on, and that's up at 92. We're just waiting to find out if that's miles per hour or kilometres per hour. As he speeds in again from the top end. Back of a length through. This is a really quick spell here. They're going to roll. Come here,
run. Good running, boy. Good running.
See,
good running, boys.
One thing Pakistan have done brilliantly here. There's a column with a 0 in it, and that is wickets. Adil Hussain has been by far the most destructive seam bowler so far in this tournament. If they can get through this spell here, there's only 3 balls left. Then I think they're in the box seat to have a little dip at that net run rate and the top of the group.
Yeah, I just want to say when Bukhari got out, it was him and Hussain who had a little bit of a tiff. And I think Hussain is trying to send a message back to Bukhari by bowling so aggressively and bowling the bouncers in.
Abbas needs to sort this strike rate out. He's 5 off 10 here.
No, so Abbas has gone in. He's going to be the stable force. So his role is not to get out and let the players around him try to hit. But and that's what his role as a captain today.
But as we've just spoke about there, and then we've just said about the fact that 18.5 overs is the magic figure there, as the Law family from Chester walk past, changing home Supremo Glenda there.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you want to sell a house in the South Punjab, she'll come across and give you a good price.
Wide, guys, wide.
So just an interesting one here that, you know, he's bowled pretty short this over. He's allowed 1 short ball and over, so he's really getting his radar right here, because he's just getting it between that chest and shoulder height here. He's not going above it. Few of the Pakistani lads clearly freezing cold here.
Short, boy.
Potential for 2 here. Potential for 2. They're going to look for
back.
Just backed off that there. He obviously, as Blake van der Linde, he obviously sees something here that maybe it's worth keeping this particular person on strike next over. We've got club manager Tom Evans in front of us here at the commentary box. He's done a fantastic job with all the teams this week.
Big thanks to him. Big thanks. You can see our boys now huddled together, making some noise, supporting the batsmen. This is just what we need.
I thought that was for heat.
Yeah, it's pretty cold today. Pretty nippy.
What did you do on your day off?
We took the boys to Manchester. They wanted to get some cricketing equipment, so we took them to 2 cricket stores, saw some bats, pads, and stuff. So that's good. It's good day out.
You need to take Bakari to sort some cricket spikes out.
Yeah,
but he's running around in trainers, you know, they slipped over before.
Yeah. So, because by the way, spikes are not allowed in grounds in Pakistan, because most of them are privately owned, and the owners don't want people making holes in the ground. So they ban spikes, and that's why we're not used to playing with spikes. And that's why most of us didn't travel with spikes. It was only here when we saw these wet conditions that we borrowing each other's, borrowing from some of the teams. So we're not used to playing in spikes. That's the main reason.
Okay, so you know, obviously you just mentioned some of the facilities there. How do you go about building those facilities so these guys can play and enjoy LMS cricket?
In every district, what we do is we make our own cricketing ground, and then we on the side we put in nets and make that into an academy. So we get a local coach, we get a local fitness trainer, and we set up the academy to run parallel to the ground. And all the matches that are played there are LMS matches.
That's amazing, isn't it? You must be so proud of that.
Absolutely. We've just done 2 districts, and hopefully we're going to be at 4 by the end of the year.
Ball's just gone out into the leg side here. Nick Compton's just come around and he's just going to pop it in.
जी गुलाम मुर्तज़ा शाह साहब, ये लाइव मैच हो रहा है. दुआ करें पाकिस्तान के लिए. बट टाइट गेम है. फेवरेट्स इंग्लैंड.
So Philippa Derby Welsh here, just saying to Ian Bullock, by the looks of it, you can enjoy the game with a glass of wine. Awais Jyot is saying, come on Pakistan.
So साहब तू इस पे को सही है. ऐसे ही support करना है.
So potentially here we're looking at 3.5 overs to get around 40 for that net run rate score. Surely Pakistan have got to throw caution to the wind here, because it actually won't make a difference, will it? Because they're going to finish second anyway.
You need to start hitting. And there goes a big shot.
Boom!
Come on, Billy. 1 bounce 4.
And that's exactly what was needed.
Cha gaya, boy.
Abbas has just been waiting and waiting, and that's gone right into the slot, and Blake van der Linde's having to chase that one.
Great shot, Billy. Great shot.
Is that Billy Afzal?
Yeah.
Apologies, working with the graphics here, it's very difficult to see the numbers. But Haroon Khan just tossed it up there, and that was complete
More
slot.
of the same. Billy, more of the same. ऐसे मारना तूने boy, ऐसे मारने. यही टाइम है मारने का. ओए, tricky ball थी boy, tricky. हारून खान भी बच्चा नहीं है, बहुत अच्छा bowling करा रहा है. So right now, the LMS team that I play with, the Terrene Tornadoes, very aptly named, and they're all sitting and watching today.
You've asked a few people to pray for Pakistan. There's plenty of that at the moment. And all the Pakistani fans are coming in en masse now, aren't they? They're just loving it.
Oh, yes.
They know they're close. 38 off 21 here. And
38 runs चाहिए सिर्फ 20 बॉलों में. यही टाइम है मारने का.
So realistically, personally, I think Pakistan can just put their foot to the floor here.
Yeah.
They know that they've got the guy retired, and they're going to go to Jamie Carter here. There's me saying to Motor, and they've put a tractor on screen. They really have done a good job. The TV company, they're on point here.
Come on, boy, spinner आ रहा है, ठोक इसको. अब्बास ठोक दे इसको. Easy नहीं होना अब.
So have you got anything planned for the Saturday tomorrow?
I'm heading back to Oxford, where my wife and daughter are flying in Pakistan. So I'm going to pick them up tomorrow morning at the airport.
And then are you back up for the Sunday, or are you going to be watching us online?
Wide ball. No, my wife told me if I'm not there to pick her up on Saturday, which is about 4.5 hour drive away, she'll take the next flight back. So today was my last match, and I'll be praying for Pakistan from afar.
Well, mate, you've done a fantastic job over this week. I've really enjoyed having you in the box.
Thanks, buddy. Lee, it's been a real pleasure. Pleasure.
And,
wide ball, yay.
And I really hope that you'll be giving me some thoughts, whether that's via Twitter or via Facebook Live when you're watching the game.
You can stalk me anytime, Lee. You're welcome to stalk me anytime.
Well, you're going to have to follow me back now. It's going to be awkward. Have that awkward moment. And that's gone high into the air.
Shot!
It's going to spin. Adil Hussein's got a lot of experience out there. He just waited.
Yeah, feeling बड़ी अच्छी इंग्लैंड वालों की यार. चमड़ जाते हैं बॉल को.
So I'm just getting that feeling from the England team that they believe that this game has gone here, and they're just starting to drift around a little bit. Pakistan seem to be getting it all their own way.
Miller retire हुआ है.
And Carter comes in.
नहीं, Miller out हुआ है. नहीं, Miller retire out हुआ है. I think retire हुआ है.
That's gone out. There's a fielder out there. They've got to look for 2. Compton's about to pick this up. They're going to go for 2. Chance for a run out.
Yeah,
no, but they come back for 2 quite comfortably. Sean Onger's here. He's saying way too many extras. I'd have to agree with you. England have been pretty sloppy here today. They haven't had that no intensity.
Arsalan तो सही कह रहा है. मेरा रिटायर ही हुआ है. चलो वो आके ठोकेगा इसके बाद.
Sadar Salim is saying we've got loads of wickets left to the Pakistan boys. We can hit every ball.
ऐसे ही करना है, ऐसे ही करना है. 9.69 run rate required. We're currently at 7.9, and he's out. Billy, the big guy, is out, and Muzi aa raha ab.
So we're just going to watch this back here. The Pakistan team weren't happy with it, and rightly so. It appears that it's bounced for the keeper.
Chal gaya, Billy bach gaya. And that's why we've been praying, buddy. That's the power.
Power of prayer. Wow. Gone deep here in last man stands. The skipper really needs a wicket here.
Yeah, तुम लोग इराक चौधरी अवैस जाए तो इराक में क्या कर रहे हो भाई? इराक कौन जाता है? Come on, Abbas. एक तो boundaries मार.
There we go here. So this is Nicholas Darby-Walsh coming in, the skipper from the Ronfleet end. Back
shot, boy!
Right in the slot there. They're going to look to stop it. They're going to come back for 2. And that's a nice
good effort, boy. Abbas, good effort. See, you can see now the intent of the Pakistani batsmen. Trying to hit every single ball they can for a big hit. It's just not going off the middle, but it's going to come. 29 required from 14 balls.
It's a big hit they're going to look for, and chance for a run out. They're going to look, no one backing up. Are they going to go for a second run here?
Could have been easy second run.
I think, to be fair to the batsman, he followed through.
Yeah.
To make sure he got to the other end quickly.
There was some hard running by Billy, no doubt. Billy has been playing really well for the team. He's been our keeper, putting all his effort in every single innings. So yeah, big thanks to Billy for getting us here. Hopefully he can win this game for us too.
Comes around the wicket this time. That looks like a solid shot down towards long on. They're going to look for 2. They've gone for it. And England, that's another run-out opportunity gone begging here.
Good running, boys. Good
Bounce through from Bandalinder. Nick Darby-Walsh put under pressure.
Yeah, ठंड बड़ी होगी यार. My batsman को ठंड लग रही होगी.
Muscles
stiff हो जाते हैं यार.
And all of a sudden, maybe this bonus point win could come about. We've got a chance here. Could go for 4. Going to split the fielder. Adil Hussain comes round. Long strides again in the deep. And 2 more. So yeah. Pakistan are looking relatively comfortable here. You need 26 off 12 balls to win the game. Realistically, probably looking at maybe 26 off 7 balls for the net run rate. A couple of the competition organisers have very loosely given me that information. So please don't contact me overnight if I'm wrong, as there's been a misfield in the deep and there's going to be 2 more.
हाँ यार boundary बहुत बड़ी है. यहाँ 2 ground है, एक छोटा है, एक यहाँ ये बड़ा वाला है. यहाँ बड़ा मुश्किल है छक्का मारना, especially इस side पे जहाँ भी लोग खेल रहे हैं.
Obviously the LMS app, which is absolutely fantastic, works on an algorithm. Normally that doesn't really affect it because you're playing in a league structure. This has obviously got pools and net run rate and whatnot. But I know the guys who do the app do fantastic work. And it'll be interesting to see at the end of play today who's in the dream team.
Yeah, the app has been a big hit in South Punjab. People love the fact that every single ball, their performance is updated live, and they can track their own stats, compare them with their friends in their league, in Pakistan, and even globally.
So who's the highest, put you on the spot here, who's the highest ranked, world ranked Pakistani last month and cricketer?
I only care about South Punjab. You have to ask.
You
have to ask the main Pakistani guys. I'm only the South Punjab guy.
Okay, so who's your highest ranked player?
That's a good question. I will check and get back to you.
It's a wide ball there. So,
but I can tell you that the Tareen Tornadoes won the league, the first inaugural league, and then the Tareen Titans, also my B team, they have also won. Oh, a shot, yaar, de chakka.
Oh, it's a chance for a catch. And it is. Chance for a double play. They're going to go for the steal.
Abbas, good hit, boy. Good hit.
Well, they got 2 as well there.
I feel now that chakka tha, yaar.
So you'll see there that the non-striking batsman ran a 2 while the ball was in the air there. That's something that stands in last man stands. So he's got back and stole 2 runs. Now there's quite a lot of guys here. We've got Asif Mohammed watching from Wellington. Good luck, Pakistan. Who are the commentators? Well, obviously we're very well known in our own little world. My name's Lee Dixon. I'm from the Chester area. And Ali?
This is Ali Tareen from Lodra.
So I've got Nick Compton just wandered into the box here asking who's my money on. I'm already all in. The glasses are off in poker here. I've said Pakistan the whole way. I just think England have been a little bit sloppy in the field here, as we look at quite a good catch from Haroon Khan in the deep. But I think you're just going to be about 10 short, I'd say.
I still feel that it's anyone's game here. I really do. I'm going to go. Bye-bye.
Nothing like one of the marquee players not to try and offend anyone, covering Pakistan and England there. He's saying that anyone could win this game. So a real insight from Nick Compton there.
Hey, Abdul, bowl tu dekh raha hai? I think one of our best and biggest hitters from Pakistan, LMS, Mr. Abdul Rahman, also known as Bull. I think he's watching now.
That's a wide ball, and that's a 3, because that's the second wide of the over. So Jamie Carter's under all sorts of pressure here.
And the number 8, the batsman, he is Shahbaz Khan from Lodra. So he's a Lodra boy. He's the main fast bowler in our team and the team here. And he's pretty handy with the bat. So let's see how many runs.
He's pretty quick over the ground as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very fit, very dedicated. Comes net every day, 3-4 hours. What a great player to have in the academy and a great player to have in the team.
He seems like a fantastic ambassador for what you're trying to do, Ali.
Absolutely.
So
very proud of Shahbaz Khan. He performed really well here, as have the other two boys.
17 off 5. That's got a chance of being out as well in the deep. It's just dropped short. They're going to look for 2. Shahbaz Khan has gone for the second run here. They've gone to the wrong end. And that's not out. Surely the fielder's got to be looking to come to the bowler's end there. He's gone to the wrong end, Blake van der Linde. Mentioning that the sun's quite low down there, but it's
15 from 7 boys, 15 runs from 7 balls. Inshallah, Billy and Shahbaz will finish it.
So it's just going to tick over to 13 off 6 here. We're working with the graphics on live time here, and that's gone high into the air, out to deep mid wicket. We're going to look for 2 again. This is a ferocious arm.
Good running, boys. Good running. Nice and hard.
Right, who's going to bowl the last over for England here, Ali? It's pointing at the moment to either the skipper or Simon Dunning. Where's he going to go?
यार ज़किया साहब, मैं इशू ये है कि मैं जो LMS का पार्टनर हूँ ना, मैं साउथ पंजाब पार्टनर हूँ, तो मुझे सिर्फ साउथ पंजाब के स्टैट्स के बारे में पता है और मुझे बुलाते ही हैं उसी अपने प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बात करने के लिए. असद मलिक साहब हैं और तैमूर एहतशाम जो LMS पाकिस्तान के मालिक हैं, तो मेरे से पहले वो लोग आए हुए थे, तो वो लोग LMS पाकिस्तान की बात कर रहे थे. अब मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन ही नहीं है पाकिस्तान के बारे में साउथ पंजाब के अलावा, तो इसलिए मैं साउथ पंजाब की ज़्यादा बातें कर रहा हूँ.
Okay, it's 11 off 5. Simon Dunning coming into Shahbaz. That's a wide ball, surely. Yeah, it is. And in that final over, they get re-bowled as well. So massive pressure here.
ये आखिरी ओवर है boys, ये आखिरी ओवर है.
See, personally, I think Pakistan have let this go just a little bit too late. They've put themselves under all sorts of pressure here. Oh, it's a good shot. It's racing away down to bad leg.
Chauka, yeah boy.
And Shahbaz has done it.
छा गया तू यार. उफ, बड़ी टेंशन थी यार. 4 बॉल 6 रन चाहिए.
So that's 6 off 4 now. So it looks a completely different scoreboard.
Shahbaz, one big hit boy, तू ही है. भाई छोड़ छिक्का यार, तो बस runs ले चलेंगे. चौका मार दे.
As he comes in again.
Oh, gone. Oh, drop catch. Oof. बड़ी टेंशन है यार. Oof. 3 ball 6 run.
One thing I'd say about you, Ali, I think you're a very cool man. But at the moment, I can see there's a lot of nerves. The hood has come up.
We are stressed.
You're sitting side on. You know that your team, Pakistan.
Come on, boys.
And that's a great
shot, boy.
Straight down the ground.
Shahbaz Khan to chha gaya, boy. What a play. What a play. Shahbaz Khan from Lodra, boy. What a play. Came in under stressful conditions. Hit 2 4s in the final over. What a play. 2 to win, boy. Come on.
Do you know what's so impressive about this, Ali, is that he didn't have his best day in the field. He's come out and he's arguably won the game for his country here.
Great mental strength. Great mental strength by Shabazz. छा गया boy, तो खत्म कर game को. And just for everyone who's watching, this guy just started playing hardball cricket a year or two ago. Before he used to play with a tennis ball, because you don't get hard balls and cricket equipment proper in Pakistan if you can't afford it. So he's just started playing hardball, and look at he's in England playing under such in these conditions against the favourites.
2 from 2 here as he comes in. Oh, top ball!
Oh, great running, guys! Excellent running.
So they've tied the game here, Pakistan.
Excellent running, guys. Excellent running.
Tied the game. Now, I feel hard going into depth about wicket-keeping with Lomas.
Target.
Should Lomas have had his glove off there? Should he had his glove off? They were going to run to the keeper, whatever. He could have had a shot at the stumps. It could have been 2 off the last ball. Instead, it's 1 off 1. They're bringing the field right in here. It's been an amazing game of cricket.
बड़ी टेंशन दी तुम लोगों ने आज यार बिल्ली तूने क्या रन भागा यार छा गया तू
In comes stunning.
भाग
Got it short, and there it is. The Pakistan team have won off the very last ball. As the boys have run onto the field.
क्या तूने एंड में रन लिया बॉय जिंदगी बना दी है क्या बात है और शबाज तेरे 2 छक्के यार too good. Unbelievable win.
And I know you, Ali, you're not going to be here for too much longer because you're going to be joining your boys, supporting that. So I wish you well. Go and enjoy it with your boys. I'll see you in the interview.
I'm going to celebrate with them, and then I'm going to bring Shabazz Khan here, and let's get him on. I'm going to bring him to Nick Compton, and he's going to do the post-match interview.
Okay.
Boys, सब जो देख रहे हो सब अभी wait करो live stream पे. अभी Shabazz Khan, Nick Compton से interview होएगा. मैं साथ translate करूँगा.
Ali, it's been a pleasure.
See you.
Absolute pleasure. And what? And he's just telling me to send him that fantasy league code for the football. That's what it's all about here, LMS, making friends for life. And Ali runs across to one of his boys from the South Punjab there, Shabazz Khan. He is the hero, and he has done a massive job for his team there. And it's going to be really interesting to see what this net run rate looks like now. And they're going to try and get Shabazz Khan. I know he doesn't speak much English, but they're going to try and get him across to the interview there. But that was just amazing. What a great, fantastic finish. And we're just going to hopefully see some of the scorecards here, see the summary, and see what that final pool table looks like on Group A. Amazing result for the Pakistan side there. So that takes England's unbeaten record out the way, and it's 4 from 1 for both of them there. One of these teams is going to feel really unlucky not to get a straight semi-final spot. As we look at the sun come down over Chester. Another fantastic day. The ground staff must be commended for their efforts earlier in the day. It's been absolutely fantastic. As we look at the scorecard, LMS Pakistan, Mohammed Ahmed's the star, 53 off 30, and Bilal Afzal, 39 off 29. But ultimately, it's Shabazz Khan who's come in at the end and got 13 off 7 balls, which means a win for LMS Pakistan. Looking at the bowling figures for England, some good economy rate for Adil Hussain there, but it's Blake van der Linde who bowled a good spell in the middle order, 2 for 24. But yeah, they just didn't have enough firepower there to get the wicket. And we're going to go across to interview here. It looks like we've got Nick Compton, and he's going to be in there with a couple of the guys from each of the side there. I know he'll be absolutely devastated. A really competitive character, Nick Compton. And there it is. And there it is. It appears that LMS Pakistan are going to finish second behind LMS England. So Pakistan and India go into the quarterfinal. Those bonus points have come in handy. And LMS Scotland, UAE and New Zealand finished bottom of the table. I can't believe it. I think they're a much better side than that. I think they'll be disappointed. But there's a couple of games to look forward to in the morning in Pool B. So that's an early start for us there. But we're going to go across to the interview. And it's Nick Compton. He's with Shabazz Khan.
Well, another thrilling finish here to the end of the day. We
can't always win games. I suppose we've been on the winning side for most of them, but you win some, you lose some, and Pakistan thoroughly deserved their victory today. I thought they played incredibly well, largely thanks to this man Shahbaz Khan to my right, who only started playing hardball cricket 2 years ago, which is quite incredible when you think what Last Man Stands has done for the player pathway system and getting guys into playing hardball cricket. So I'd like to ask him, how's he enjoyed playing this form of the game over the last 2 years?
पूछने के पिछले 2 साल में कैसा लगा है गेम करके मज़ा किया है
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है गेम करके हार्ड वर्क किया है इंशाल्लाह इसका रिजल्ट मिला है इंशाल्लाह पॉजिटिव रिजल्ट आएगा इसका आज परफॉर्म भी अच्छा हुआ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
Yeah, I've done my hard work. I've done my bit. In the past 2 years, I've been rewarded by coming to play the World Series. So, inshallah, I'll perform even better and go to a higher level, inshallah.
That's brilliant. So you started playing your cricket through tennis ball cricket. What skills have you brought into this game?
टेनिस बॉल से स्टार्ट किया तो उससे क्या इधर लेके आया
जी टेनिस बॉल से स्टार्ट किया है फिर एकेडमी में वर्क किया उसके बाद अच्छा परफॉर्म किया और यहाँ पे खेलने आए हैं
He's saying he started off with the tennis ball. He learned a few tricks from there. Then he brought it over to the academy, and from here, then it's a part of history.
I think it's a great story, but a nice way to finish the group stages. And looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah. बोलने के अच्छा लगा ग्रुप स्टेज अच्छे टाइट
हाँ बहुत अच्छा मैच हुआ है हार्ड वर्क किया है लास्ट मिनट में चेज करना बहुत मुश्किल था प्रेशर भी था लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह चेज हो गया
He loved the last over chase. It was thrilling for him. He scored the 4 runs, so he's really happy that he finished the game for Pakistan.
Okay. Brilliant. Good luck to Pakistan. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday, of course.
अपनी ज़ुबान में रह के मैं जवाब
सारे हमारे ग्रां ले देखते हैं मैच बड़ी खुशी हुई है खेलना पे दुआ करते कर हमारा इंशाल्लाह आगे भी परफॉर्म करता हूं
Thanks very much. And to my captain, you can't win them all, can you, mate?
No, I think we're incredibly disappointed. Obviously, we've come here and 4 wins out of 5 is outstanding. I don't think we were favoured before the tournament, and we've really stepped up. Disappointing to win today, but again, LMS last ball they needed 1 off 1. Wasn't a home run, but still a great game.
Yeah, I thought we did really well. I mean, I think we're probably about 15-20 light if we're really honest with the standards we've set, and I think to even get that close shows that we've got a lot of spirit in this team.
I think so. So we've come together. I mean, a couple of us knew each other before, but generally we've all come together in the last week and played some really, really good cricket. So I'm devastated to lose. Obviously, very disappointed at the moment, but I still think we've topped the group, which is what we are. Our main aim was before we started. We go through straight to the semi-finals, and we're an old team, so we could do with having the less games. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, look, I think it's been a great competition so far. We're looking forward to Sunday, so do tune in and watch us on Sunday. It's been a thrilling game again. Most of the evening games have really gone down to the wire, and this was no different. So look forward to seeing you again on Sunday.